She just had a Vaseline mess. Something happened. We have to get this on the stream. Hold on.
Oh.
Okay, there we go.
Oh.
What happened, Ash?
No. I tried to put a little bit of chapstick on my finger, and it's an old tube of like Vaseline, and I just squirted out pure like greasy water at me.
Oh,
It was like and then it's all over my chest. I can't even clean it up. It's too slippery. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's just like oil, water, goo. I hate goopy things so much. Oh no. Uh-oh.
Hello, check.
Hello.
Yes, you are still here, and we're on.
We're on.
Yes, sorry, I'll fix everything.
Okay. I don't know if we missed any of it. All I decided was that I need to throw this out. But instead I'm gonna just sit it over there because I can't throw things out that seem usable.
Yeah.
The thing I had.
Well, I think the thing is telling you forcefully it's not usable after it's spat up all over you.
Yeah. I think you're right. Well, my desk is so conditioned now. That's nice. It's not real wood, but you gotta really oil.
You gotta wax it in and keep it nice. If you want to be,
Yeah, this that's good. That's good.
That's good. That's where they keep it.
Supple. Oh boy.
You do have to keep it supple.
Ooh.
Okay, so we restarted. Kraft mac and cheese gummies.
That sounds so weird.
That's weird.
Sorry, everyone. We're back. I don't know what you saw and what you missed, but we're back.
We're back now.
We're back. I'm drinking straight from my juice bottle. We're back.
You're covered in grease.
Mm-hmm.
Just like...
Yeah, it said advanced healing ointment. Yeah, right.
It's pretty advanced to me.
Oh, CVS Health. Should have gotten the name brand.
Oh.
It's a false economy. It's a false economy.
It's a false economy.
Oh, how are we doing? How are we doing, everyone?
Doing so good.
As usual, it's about an hour and a half into the stream. We haven't played a second of Poirot. But Ryan's talked about his new automated toaster, and I showed you a weird bruise, which in hindsight, should I regret? I don't, so I don't. I'm drinking straight from a bottle of grape juice. I tried to make a machine out of tiny gummies. I don't know what we're doing tonight, but we're having fun.
We're having a great time.
Huh? Here's my question about Kraft mac and cheese gummies.
Yeah.
Do they taste like cheese? I mean, I guess they must. You don't make a pasta gummy. Nobody comes to mac and cheese for the pasta.
No.
Other than me. But, so it's just a cheese gummy. I can't say that sounds appetizing. I can't in good faith say that sounds appetizing.
What would you say in bad faith?
In bad faith, I'd be like, I love it. Where can I invest?
Okay. Now, what would you say if you were Faith Hill?
Okay, I'd say, girls, you get on those gummy mac and cheese. Yeehaw! I'm riding into the sunset. I'm going to be on a new show called...
plug.
I think it's the name of a national park. I don't remember. But other people are in it.
Faith Hill's National Parks Tour.
It's old-timey.
I mean, the gummies have to just taste like that fake cheese, right?
But does that sound like would you buy that?
Oh, I would for sure buy it.
No,
Would I enjoy it?
Sure.
Probably not.
You can't have more than 3 of those without dying.
Well, okay. Okay, looks better. Okay. Can everybody see and hear the game, including Ashley?
Yes. It's a smidge blurry on my side, which is the original problem we were trying to fix.
I know.
Which is why we went to Discord. But that's okay. We're fine. We're fine, Ryan.
Well, we could
I
try.
don't actually help with the game.
You know what? We're here, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's try Discord one more time before, because restarting, I think, was the big issue. So let's try it one more time.
Okay.
Discord, it won't take long. Let's try, go over to Discord for me.
Okay, I think I'm there.
Okay. Thanks for being
the only
patient.
One that can never figure out how to click on the video.
No, it's not
Discord?
obvious. I agree.
Why would I hit a button called General? Why?
Well, it's the name of the chat. It's like you're joining that particular chat, and then you're going to use video in the chat. I could rename it.
Ooh. Rename it. Click here, please, Ashley.
Okay, I will.
Then I'll know where to click it. But then if you are on Discord with anyone else, that's going to be very confusing to them.
They're like, I don't think I'm Ashley, but maybe I am. Okay, go into Discord. Let's see.
Go into Discord. A tropical
Discord. Okay, I've changed the name of the chat.
Guess is suggesting a cipher. Okay, now this is very clear for me. Thank you. And I'm in.
Okay, now you're seeing the game.
It looks gorgeous. It looks crystal clear.
I should be sharing you the right audio. Let's see if it chugs. No, it's fine. It was just a restart. That's all we needed, everybody, just a restart. I should just restart the computer before we stream every time.
Isn't that just a life lesson, though? Sometimes you just need a restart.
Okay. Ashley's given us... We've lost only most of our viewers, probably. No, we still have 15 people in our side. Good. I
didn't want them. I didn't want them with us.
Okay, you know what? I was gonna save this for another snack chat, but it's a special evening, and we've had setbacks, so I need a little pick-me-up.
Okay. Oh. What's he possibly gonna get? Yeah, you're the real ones. I gotta make all my little screen, all my little windows right so I can see the chat. Bam! We did it.
Okay, Ash. You ready to meet your new friend?
Yeah!
I don't know which is the brand name and which is his name. Welcome, Yowie Diddy.
What is this? What is this?
I don't...
Yowie Diddy?
It's a Yowie brand Diddy or a Diddy brand Yowie?
What is it? What species is it? Does it have a mustache?
You know, I think it does have a purple mustache, yes.
Okay. And does it have a purple toupee as well?
No, that's my natural hair. I don't appreciate it. I'm Yowie Diddy.
I'm sorry, Mr.
That's
Diddy?
right. Now.
Okay.
There was a display box that would have explained more, but I just grabbed this guy. The point is, there's a surprise inside this thing. And
is it a candy?
Yes. It is chocolate.
With the surprise inside?
The little look. I didn't look closely, but the little box that was like displaying these, they had one like coming open, and it looked like there was a cheetah springing out of it. So who knows what the surprise is going to be?
I hope you have to grow it or something. Like you have to put it in chocolate milk to grow.
Also, I didn't pay attention to the fact that this was $3.49. I really invested.
Ryan, Of course you did. It's chocolate and a treat.
I feel like I don't want to ruin Yowie Diddy's face with unwrapping this, but... Oh. Oh, he's sculpted to look the same way in the chocolate side.
Of course, that's Yowie Diddy. Wait, is he only chocolate on one side?
No, but he's opening already. That's the problem.
Oh, okay.
He's opening up.
Oh,
okay.
That's probably good, or else you would just bite into it and you
yeah.
a chunk.
And there's an Easter egg inside him. So now we have that to deal with.
Ryan, are you doing close camera magic?
Now, you've never met Yowie Diddy before.
No, I have not.
Okay. And then...
I like the detail that it's mismatched sides. Like, really, like your mom hid that Easter egg inside Yowie Diddy.
They were like, sir, it'll cost us an extra 3 cents per Yowie Diddy to match the sides. Don't bother.
Don't bother.
There were other like rappers. This is just like one character. I can't get this open.
Is he a Yowie or a Diddy?
That's the thing. No one knows. Okay, it's
Can
coming.
the egg open?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
What is
okay.
happening?
Apparently the line is called Yowie World, so I assume he's a Yowie named Diddy. There he is.
Did you get a golden ticket to go to Yowie World?
No, I got another friend. This little guy.
What is it?
What is
like
it?
Flesh colored.
I'm glad you
it's
asked.
A little flesh colored snake.
I'm glad you asked. It's a pygmy blue tongue lizard. And it says here.
Okay.
Oh, it says.
I'm being calmed down.
It says endangered, and there's a little sad face next to that.
Oh.
It lists here superpower immobility, just like me.
Oh, I can't make someone immobile. I can't like zap an immobile little tongue at it.
I don't think he can. Well, maybe he can. This small lizard is found in the mid-north of South Australia, where it is 4 to 5 inches or 11 centimeters long body, obtains shelter by hijacking burrows from trapdoor and wolf spiders. That's a brave lizard.
Yeah.
Slow creatures with few defenses. They don't venture far from home except to mate, same here, or bask in the sun, spending most of their day immobile. Head up, waiting to ambush insects or catch water droplets that fall into their burrow.
What a little life it leads.
Pygmy blue tongue lizard.
Okay.
And that was the lizard inside of Yowie Diddy.
I didn't expect any of that.
Neither did I.
Not one moment of that made sense in the order in which it happened.
It says Yowie, animals with superpowers. Which makes me think that the Yowie is this guy, and Diddy was merely a shell, a vessel, with which Yowie traveled.
Of which you transport Yowie?
I guess.
Now, guest is right. It is Satan before God took away his legs, so be careful.
Oh no, he's got more power than ever.
Wow.
Oh, that was good.
Okay. So is part of your 359 go to the helping endangered animals, or
We're just going to be sad about it. It doesn't specify that here.
It's Yowie Diddy time. It's Yowie Diddy time, says a linguist. Oh.
Yeah, no, it doesn't actually say that is the case, but it's definitely going to make you aware of it.
Yowie Diddy remove the space. Remove the space.
Did he remove the space?
Wow, okay.
That's Yowie Diddy.
Okay. Okay.
Have I put you in the right mood for Poirot?
little, I mean, it's going from one mustache man to another. That little mustache man is the vessel for an Easter egg that houses an endangered newt.
Yeah.
And I want to clarify, is the newt there by choice?
It doesn't list. Well, he's mostly immobile, so I don't think.
It's true.
Oh wait, it says he steals burrows from wolf spiders, trap spiders, and yowie diddy. He just like goes into his body.
Okay, now it's making sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Woo. Now we're all energized and we're ready to really interrogate the situation, I think.
Okay. Woo. God, I was doing so well remembering names, but I tell you what, it's all wiped away now. All I can think about is Yowie Diddy.
Just Yowie Diddy.
He gets that egg inside him.
Watch out. Yowie Diddy, when he gets that egg in him, watch out.
Watch out.
I'm going to get a drink over here.
Yeah. Whew. I'm
Oh, we
sure
got
we said it
achievement.
before, but this is a pretty great room.
Yes.
There's a lot of Art Deco patterns happening, and maybe I would, in my own home, take that down like a couple of notches.
By like 20%.
But in general, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. This really is good chocolate, by the way.
Oh, that's good. That's surprising, actually, because I feel like
Yeah.
those things usually don't have good chocolate.
Yeah. I think it's like maybe it's an import from some other country. I don't know. Okay. Let's go.
Major Yowie, Mr. and Mrs. Diddy. Bro.
I'm Major Ditty. All right. Archibald, what do you think about all this?
Is that the end of your interrogation?
Oh, no.
There are still some questions.
So he's kind of our right-hand man.
Yeah.
He's become that, right? He's kind of on our side. So I
He's-
assume we don't think he's a suspect, but I don't know. Never say never.
It could go either way. Yeah, but I think he's going to be our, like, guide. We've already talked to Zach,
Mhm.
who's like, I'm glad he's dead, basically. I think that's what he said.
Oh, you know what we forgot to mention is there's also something hiding in some part of this house, right? But
Mhm.
what was they said something. There's a forbidden place in the house, and they were
A
like
maid?
worried about it getting seen or something.
A maid got fired for going into a forbidden room or seeing something that she shouldn't have.
Okay.
I'm very sticky. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
You got
Oh,
Diddy
Diddy.
all over you.
Yeah.
Yowie Diddy sounds like if I started doing that as like a cheers and I kind of never explained it, people would assume it was some kind of like old world custom, something I was saying. Yeah. Yowie Diddy. I'm like, you have to make intentional eye contact and say Yowie Diddy every time you cheers. It has to be a whole bottle of grape juice. That's traditional. Oh, I can tell Ryan's using his ice maker. I can never tell how much the chat can hear when you walk away. So I guess I could just pretend you're doing anything. I could just narrate what I think I hear. There's sounds like an oven starting and a voice saying, now is my time.
I kind of enjoy our private times when the chat mostly can't hear me and where I'm just yelling from the kitchen about something I like to say.
Yeah.
Okay, we've all been waiting too long. So, do you remember what Zach said when I think he just said nothing that useful. He was just like, I never liked him. He mentioned that he and Gideon were, I think definitely him. They know the Major because they were in the military, right?
Oh, yeah, he was a medic.
Mm-hmm. I forgot.
Army medic. Zach was.
Do you think that'll be relevant because we're gonna find that the killer had some kind of medical expertise?
Yeah, maybe. I kind of expected he would be called in to examine the body because isn't there always like the resident doctor comes in?
Yeah, but you're never gonna ask Zach to do that. He's like half in the bag.
I know.
He's catting around. Come on.
There's a pretty good Murder, She Wrote where she's stuck at a ski chalet and murders start happening. And obviously she has to investigate. I'm sorry. By she, I mean one Miss Jessica Fletcher.
Yeah.
And the only doctor on hand, gosh, I don't remember exactly what it was, I think he was like a podiatrist or something, and he's like really freaked out about having to examine all of the like gruesome murder bodies.
That's
It's
fun.
pretty fun. It's a good bet. It's a good
That's
bet.
a fun game.
That's a fun game.
All right, shall we just go around the room?
Yeah, Mr. No Hat.
Yeah. Let me know about volume.
Bonsoir, Monsieur Beckers.
Bonsoir.
Merci for speaking with me.
Beckers.
Monsieur Poirot.
Monsieur
Or
Poirot.
should it be Detective Poirot now?
Hugo.
I don't like ham.
Oh yeah, because
Wait.
I guess
no, do like
everyone
ham.
just learned he was a detective.
I guess so. He was being a little cagey about it. Yeah.
Detective Poirot is perfect.
Now that you know, though, do call me
I
detective.
would like to begin with a few questions.
Yeah.
Go
I
right
missed
ahead,
it before, but
Detective
Anne
Poirot.
was saying that they can't quite hear you when you walk out, so you could have a whole staff out there, which I
Yeah.
like the idea that you have a full team.
Right.
Yes,
I
okay.
go out and I'm like, I need a bit, guys. What do we have? What do we have? I have,
do we have?
let's see, milk dud. No, it's not funny. Kevin, you're fired. Sir, Yowie Diddy? Good. Print up a label.
Good.
I took great pleasure in seeing the Major's ego as well as his face take a bruising. And then I made my way to the library.
Oh, they're talking about the fight.
Yeah, not the death. That's a little.
Well, you spoke with Mademoiselle Conrad.
That's Margot, right? No, sorry, that's Kate, or I don't remember her name, but like.
Journalist.
The journalist.
Sassy journalist.
And yourself? Yes.
We were the only two that you spoke with.
The more I was trying to give them a pass, but more and more I feel like the person who designed the 3D animations and the person who designed the 2D portraits never talk to each other.
Yeah, I
One of the
agree.
servants bought me a drink, and I was telling her about the benefits of joining a union.
But he said one of the
Understand
servants
what
bought me a
it truly
drink.
meant
And I was like,
to
they're
be a
free,
part of
buddy.
something.
I don't know what that guy
Something
told
bigger
you,
than
but
just her. I was trying to explain to her how.
Monsieur,
Oh, yes, it was just the two of you.
you're
And the
right,
servant.
guest. Milk Dud is easily the least funny candy name.
I know.
It's got Dud right there in the title.
Okay. Oh, right. I think Zach said he was in the library too, and he doesn't say that he was. This guy didn't see Zach in the library, so that's something we should remember.
and you are sure there was
Okay.
no one else present?
I'm not sure what you're getting at, Detective. You were there.
Not sure what you're getting at.
Merci,
Detective.
Oh, yeah, we
Monsieur
were there.
Beckers. It has been
We
a
did go to
most
the library,
enlightening
and it's true that I
conversation.
never saw either of the De Silvas in there. Right?
Do you think Zach and Gideon also have a sibling stream where they play
Euchre.
Turn of the Century games? Maybe. Yeah, exactly.
They play Pass the Peanuts, an old parlor game they invented.
Monsieur de Silva, merci for obliging.
Oh, that's Mr. De Silva. Ernesto's De Silva.
Sorry, or he's De Silva, right? But he says he didn't see him in the
And we
library.
did
but
talk to
we
him in the
definitely
library.
talked to him in the library. Yeah.
Yeah,
A
Oh, I
detective
see. So
comes to a
Hugo's trying to
party
incriminate
and a dead body shows
De
up.
Silva.
Coincidental, don't you think?
Maybe by saying he wasn't in the library, by like denying his alibi.
Yeah.
Interesting, yeah. Yeah, that's true. They were back there on Mixer. That was after the war, right? Or actually, I think it was Beam back then. I think it was Beam.
A man's death is not a matter to joke on, monsieur.
Well, joke on this.
Who said anything about a joke? I am saying what I see.
Then perhaps you can tell me what it was you saw this evening.
Where were you prior to dinner?
Following...
The Major
whatever that
wasn't
was
at
in
dinner,
all,
is that right? But
I
we all
moved to the
were.
library.
Right. Well, yeah, because we were interrupted during
Or was
dinner.
he?
Weren't we interrupted during dinner to hear
That's
about the
what
murder?
I thought so, but then in hindsight, why was it not suspicious that he wasn't at dinner? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either.
Is there anyone that can confirm that?
Miss Conrad and Beckers were in there, arguing about something. The books held my interest far more than their conversation.
Okay.
You did not speak with them until dinner was served.
So he says Hugo was in there.
Yeah, he confirmed that both those guys were in there, which we saw.
I had no reason to get involved with their little spat. It was clear they didn't want me to hear, and that suited me just fine.
All right.
Merci
for your
Okay.
cooperation.
Just sort of establishing people's movements here. Hello, Gideon. I think we might have already talked to Gideon.
No trouble at all. How can I help?
If you would be so kind as to stay here,
It was probably a bad idea for me to like talk to just two of these guys and then take a week off, but I was excited last week.
Well, we couldn't. I know we couldn't help ourselves. We finally get to interrogate people.
I know.
There's finally a murder.
I am all yours, detective.
Okay.
Oh, wing wing. I am like, oh, detective.
Mind and soul and body. Start with the left boob. It's my favorite. Right? We spoke
That's
earlier.
a famous thing Margot would say. Classic Margot.
I know, classic Margot. We spoke earlier. Did you remain here in the salon until dinner was served?
I did. I thought by staying in one place, it would be easy for the staff to bring me my drinks. How wrong I was.
Everyone in this party just needs their own bottle and just shut up about it.
Yeah.
and who else was present in here?
The handsome groom-to-be and his brother, although Zachariah, is it, made a rather sharp exit at one stage.
Okay, so Zach left at some point.
Did he say where he was going?
He barely said 2 words to either of us. I think he was more concerned with his drink.
Well, so were you. Sounds like.
Another to notice Monsieur Demure's drinking, and yet no one seems concerned. Pro's like, this guy's an alcoholic. Nobody's helping him.
No one's concerned.
Merci, Countess. If I have any further questions, I shall be sure to come and find you.
Okay. Jackie is her name.
Jackie.
Mademoiselle Conrad, I am sure you understand
Jackie Conrad.
the delicate nature of the situation.
I knew I had seen your face before. You were just an officer when that story hit the paper.
I want more received pronunciation from you, Jackie.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have a
Come
très
on.
bon memory, mademoiselle. That was a long time ago.
That was another lifetime for Poirot.
You
Wasn't
can't
that
escape
long
the
ago.
past, especially when you
Or
go
was
through
it? I actually
something
don't
like
know.
that.
Hmm?
How long was it between the first chapter and this chapter, I wonder?
Yeah, we don't really know.
That is very true, but one can learn from it and create a better future.
What would you say to an
Please, mademoiselle. Catching the Major's killer is my sole concern.
The
right now.
scriptwriter didn't foresee that there would be a beat between every line.
Yeah, that's the
He
problem.
thought he could do interrupt.
I was
Interrupting
literally-
doesn't work in this
I was
game.
trying to help him by clicking it quickly.
You're calling your
Now,
keys
if
like
you
a
would be
good
so
stage
kind.
manager.
Yeah.
I have some questions for you.
How's your evening going?
I arrived, unpacked my bags in my room,
Which
and
I
made
found
it
right
downstairs
away.
just in time to see the Major take a right hook from Gideon. And then I went to check out the library.
Tracks?
And you were joined by Monsieur Beckers.
And Ernesto, or Monsieur de Silver, as you say. But after he ignored my attempt at pleasantries, I left him to his
It's
book in
just
the
his
corner.
name. You can't. It's not like he gave himself a fancy title.
You know
It's
what
just
I
his
mean.
last name.
Yeah.
And your conversation with Monsieur Beckers that I interrupted.
You are a persistent one, aren't you? Makes sense now I know who you really are. You'll just have to wait and read about it in the paper like everyone else.
Well, I mean, it is a murder investigation.
Yeah, there's something I don't like about her American accent. I want her to be full mid-Atlantic or neutral.
Yeah. She sounds too modern.
Yeah, she does.
You have been most helpful. I request you do not go too far. Merci.
So Poirot's concerned that no one's telling him any details about this conversation that they had about the unions in the newspaper, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we've talked to everyone at least once. We could look at our mind map now. Oh, time to play the piano.
Oh, do it.
Oh, it's tempting. Yeah, no.
Oh.
We did get an achievement when I looked at the bottles back there. That was kind of fun. It was like party time.
Get ego points for the mirrors.
No, unfortunately. Okay. Okay.
Can you thought about the guys?
Sorry, what?
No, we did walk in on that argument, and they were just arguing about the unionizing of the factory.
Yeah, I think Jackie wants him to give an interview or wants information, or maybe he wants information from her sources. It was sort of unclear.
Yeah.
Although
okay.
that clue just said Jackie wants information from Hugo.
Okay.
And
Gideon is pro unionizing.
Yes, because he was helping fund Hugo.
Okay.
And
Ernesto, who owns the factory, is against unions, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
As you often are.
And the major,
when you own a factory.
Right. And the major, I think, was also against unions, and I think was working with Ernesto along those lines.
Yeah, okay.
If I'm remembering correctly. Okay. The interrogation.
And some of these factories were like set up by Mr. Vanderbosch.
It's something like that, but I really like Vanderbosch.
Vanderbeek? Is it Vanderbeek?
It's James Vanderbeek.
Mr. James Vanderbeek was part of that. Like, he was in business with Ernesto.
Yes.
And maybe it was something shady before he died, right? I still think we've got James Vanderbeek. We've got the Luke, the boyfriend of Elizabeth, our favorite maid.
Oh, right. Luke Perry.
And who are both dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the
Florette?
star of our first chapter, Florette, who has disappeared. One of them has got to come back. One of them's got to.
I agree. One of them has got to come back. And probably at least one of them will be some sort of motivating factor of like, I did it for Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay.
Is it possible that Florette is Jackie, and that's why she's doing an exaggerated American accent, where she puts a lot of emphasis on all of her R's?
I heard that in America they pronounce all the R's. It's like when Monty Python
made my mouth.
When Monty Python is like, "Hello, partner, I'm from Texas." You're like, I don't know, Graham Chapman.
I don't know about
that. Okay. Yes, I think it is possible. Now, okay, so we have 6.
You're right, Gus. Actually, why is he at this wedding? Why is anyone at this wedding? Why did they invite Jackie and Hugo and Ernesto?
Well, Jackie and Hugo. I don't actually know how they know the family. Ernesto, they're like longtime family friends.
An old family friend.
Right.
Yeah. Same with Margot. Okay, fine.
Maybe Hugo and Jackie were on the groom side.
Yeah, I guess he's allowed to, invite people too.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't seem to know, or they don't seem to like each other.
No, I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Maybe Archibald invited them.
He's like, guess what? This is gonna be hilarious. Guess who I'm gonna invite? The anti-union guy.
But he invited the wrong Hugo.
Oh no, I thought it was Hugo Weaving, my favorite actor. My one chance to meet him.
No.
Mr. Anderson.
He
you guys
said
remember
yes.
that?
I was so excited.
I know. Oh well. Okay. So from our interrogations, we can make some assumptions, which I love.
Okay, good.
So here's what we got from Zach. Zach was in the salon, which is where we are now. Zach was in the salon following the altercation. Zach expressed disdain for Margot, had no interest in speaking with Margot or his brother. Zach saw Gideon and Margot. They were both present in the salon. Can this be verified? Well,
yes.
Zach saw Gideon and Margot, and Gideon saw Margot and Zach. I bet those connect, right?
Yeah.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say...
You've done it again, Poirot.
Well, two people said a similar thing.
A rocky start, Poirot, but now you're cooking with secrets.
You'll be sleeping in your room that you know where it is tonight. Okay, Gideon and Zach confirm each other's alibis. Gideon was in the salon after his altercation with the Major. Angeline is still upset about the altercation. That's right, we haven't talked to her yet.
Oh, so we don't know where she is.
Yeah, or the mom. Okay. Margot was in the salon with Gideon and Zach. Gideon was present. Apparently, Margot was talking with Gideon in the salon. Can this be verified? Sure. Gideon saw Margot and Zach.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
Okay.
So, but Zach left, right? So we're kind of saying like, oh wait, I see. But Gideon confirmed that Zach was there. Interesting. Okay.
I think they all can. Well, I don't. Oh, she says Zachariah went missing. Apparently, Zach left the room at one point. Did anyone else notice his absence?
I don't think so.
This is about the library. I don't remember anybody else saying he was gone besides Margot.
I don't either.
These guys are all talking about the library, not the thing. Okay. Margot and Gideon confirm each other's alibis. Gideon and Zach confirm each other. Do these connect as like? Probably not. No.
This will not get me any closer to my...
Okay.
Yeah.
Jackie was talking to Hugo. And Hugo spoke with Jackie, so I think we're supposed to just sort of make all those connections.
Mm-hmm.
Magnifique.
They agree with each other.
Right. Jackie and Hugo confirm each other's alibis. Ernesto
Pretty much everything agreed. Okay.
No, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it sounded like everyone agreed except Margot thinks Zach went missing at some point, and Hugo thinks Ernesto wasn't there. Everyone else agreed with what was happening, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Hugo was in the library. Okay, spoke with Jackie and myself. Argument between Hugo and Jackie. I wonder if that connects with Jackie and Hugo confirm each other's alibis.
I must take a different approach.
I wonder if it connects with... Ernesto was lurking in the library? Yeah.
I should not be surprised by my own skill.
So they confirm each other's appearance in the library, yes. Jackie and Ernesto confirm each other's alibis. Jackie and Hugo confirm each other's alibis. We can connect those.
Order and method.
Yeah, that's overkill. Okay. Zach went missing. Zachariah left the room, which is the salon, at one point in the evening. Did anyone else notice his absence?
Seems like no.
I don't think so.
Oh, but you still have 2 more connections to make? Oh.
Yeah. Jackie was in the library following the altercation. Ernesto spent most of his time in the library.
Can you connect? I think you already tried this, but can you scroll up a bit?
More?
Can you connect Zachary saw Gideon and Margot and the one at the way down there? Jackie and Margot confirm each other's alibis? Oh wait, that doesn't make sense. Sorry, that doesn't make sense.
That's Jackie
I
and
was
Hugo.
trying to... Yeah.
Jackie saw Gideon and Margot maybe to Zachary went missing?
I cannot see the logic in this.
Can you connect it with Margot and Alright, I need to move this so I can see. Oops. Okay. Can you connect it with Margot and Gideon confirm each other's alibis?
Is there something?
Oh no.
No, Huck. Yeah, I like that though. Angeline's still upset. Marco was in the salon. Jackie was in the library.
I'm kind of trying to prove that what I was actually just saying, which is like the 2 outliers are someone said Zach went missing, and someone said Encanto. Ernesto was a great movie. Ernesto wasn't there. I think we need to call those both things are either lies or someone is lying. Someone is lying, right?
Yeah, or just mistaken, I guess. But So Hugo says only talk to Jackie and myself while in the library. Which is one of the ones you're talking about, right? He doesn't remember Ernesto being there.
Yeah.
Maybe I can connect to that with Ernesto was in the library.
Maybe.
I must act on thought.
Argument between Hugo and Jackie.
Oh, you know what? Can you
Come, my
connect
little
the
gray sons.
Oh,
We
maybe this isn't gonna work. Never mind. Can you connect the people that say they're in the library? Like, they each have a little thing that says, "I was in the library." Can you connect it? No, because that would be none. That'd be too many connections.
Maybe something along those lines though. But like, oh, maybe Ernesto was lurking in the library with the fact that he wasn't there.
What a revelation!
Ah.
That was what you were thinking. Hugo failed to mention seeing Ernesto in the library. Yep. Okay. Good.
Okay. Okay. Great.
So Hugo didn't mention Ernesto. Talk to Hugo. We got a new action item out of that. Okay, we have one more link we can make here, though.
So I
what's the
bet
other
it's
one?
the same thing about.
Yeah, Zach went missing.
Yeah, Margot's the only person that says Zach went missing. So either that's a lie or the brothers are covering for each other.
Oh yeah, I wonder if it connects to them confirming their alibis.
Is there something I am?
Zach went missing.
Oh, connect it up to the left there. What does that say next to Zach? Zachary
Expressed disdain for Margot.
expressed disdain. Yeah, connect those.
Come, my little gray sons.
Oh.
We must.
Gideon saw Margot and Zach.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming to.
Margot claims Zachariah stepped out of the room, but Gideon didn't mention it. Okay. Well, I feel like almost anything we tried could have meant the same thing, but okay.
Yeah. But we got it. I like that now we're thinking the same way the game is thinking.
Yeah, we're thinking with portals. Or Poirot's. Okay, so we have to talk to Zach and Hugo about those two discrepancies. That's our action item. We also have some new stuff in the murder investigation. Oh, no, we don't. We got new information, but no new links. Okay, we got the demanding letter. We just have a thing that says motives here. Okay, so nothing new, unless you want to look at it.
Poirot's just writing on his hand. Motives. Remember to eventually ask
Have
about
to,
the motive?
Yeah, I'm going to want to know about that.
Have to know why eventually.
Okay. Shall we go talk to those people?
Yeah.
If you want to do
Hugo.
something, look at a map we're not looking at or something.
Hi, Hugo.
Hi, stupid. What you wanna go get? Pin, you don't know how to live. You'll get pinned if you could. Kim and I are in love. Going steady for. Hello, Mrs. Turnblad. Can I speak? That guy. That guy's the star of the musical. He's so persistent.
100%.
He seems polite. He's not being a weirdo about it.
He gets a date too at the end of that song.
Yes, that's right.
The very end, yeah. Well, if you read Dick Van Dyke's autobiography, which is kind of wild.
I haven't read it yet.
Okay, it's kind of wild, but he talks about Bye Bye Birdie because he was in the Broadway version and the movie. By the way, we're talking about the opening number of a Broadway musical. Wow, this isn't a reference you should get. It's just a silly song we happen to like.
And yet I imagine most people
this'll
watching this are getting it.
This will be only interesting to Ryan, so I'm just going to tell him.
Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke was in the Broadway musical and then in the film. And I think he's the only person who crosses over. Everyone else was recast. And he says that it apparently, so in the Broadway musical, there's that opening number that's Bye Bye Birdie. And it's sung by all of the little by Ursula and all the little fan club girls, right? And it's like it's the setting the stage song. And apparently that's how everyone expected the movie to also open. And then without telling anyone, they shot a version with
Just Anne Margaret.
Just Anne Margaret sing Bye Bye Birdie, who doesn't get that number in the show. And he didn't know until at the release of the movie. They all
they
sat down to
shot
watch
the
it, and he
other
was like,
version.
yeah, I think so. That was implied in his version. I don't know that for sure, but yeah.
I mean,
and nobody knew that But I think they just wanted to make it more of her star vehicle, like make it the movie in her lens, because the character is a lead, but not as big of a lead in the movie. You know, it's really
Right.
about Rosie and Albert.
Right.
Yeah.
It
Anyway,
is
that's just
like
interesting.
like an iconically hot Anne Margaret in that opening.
Yeah. Well, of course, it's Anne Margaret. I understand that you get Anne Margaret on set and you're like, we got to get more Anne Margaret.
Can I point the camera more at this? You'll
Can we
say.
get more Anne Margaret? And then they're like, should we do choreography for this number? And they're like, no, just keep zooming
There's
in and out of
no
Anne Margaret.
Time. I'm gonna literally die if we don't film this now.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, filming that
Interesting.
movie was a weird experience because it was like all being sort of changed in real time. So, I don't know.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's the
I
story.
love that movie. All End.
It's great. Yeah.
He's great.
I've opened my Godiva.
Ooh.
It's sealed.
Wait, can we get a
It
close
smells
up of
amazing.
can we see one of these chocolates in action?
Yeah, definitely. Let me open the plastic part. It smells really good. Okay. Now, do not eat if opened.
Oh, that's a premiere experience.
This is, oh, good. It comes with a little card that's going to tell me what they are. I won't look at it. I'll just
One of
guess.
these has a bullet in it. Why?
Oh, one of them is wrapped.
Oh, that's for your extra protection.
I guess that's so I can put in my purse.
Yeah. You were just gonna dump them all unwrapped into your purse anyway.
There I am. I mean, I don't remember how much I paid for this, but probably too much for like 8 pieces of candy. Oh no.
Oh God. Yeah, but you know, it's the quality. I mean, it's decadent.
Yeah. And it feels special.
Do any of them have a cherry in there? Because that's the one I would go for first.
Okay.
Nice maraschino.
Okay, I have milk chocolate caramel embrace,
That sounds good.
milk chocolate hazelnut heaven, dark chocolate eclipse, dark chocolate coconut, white chocolate sugar cookie,
Ooh,
dark chocolate raspberry velvet.
that'd be mine. Yeah.
Yeah, milk chocolate almond caramel. That sounds really good to me.
Yeah.
And then the one that's wrapped is milk chocolate cream puff.
Ooh, decadent.
Okay.
Which one are you gonna go for?
I'm going to go for. I've now hidden the sheet, so I don't know which is which.
Oh.
And because I want it to be a little bit of an adventure. Okay, I have 2 that look almost identical. I'm gonna go in. Yep. I think it's the dark chocolate eclipse. It's really dark, and it's like inside is fluffy dark chocolate.
Is it good?
It's good. I don't love dark chocolate, but oh, good dark chocolate. Okay, I feel ready now to solve
right.
some cases.
You've gotten your chocolate like Poirot.
I told you.
I ate a Zowie Diddy or
I was
Yowie
here
Diddy,
in the
so I'm
salon.
good.
Yeah,
And you did not leave even once.
yeah.
It's
Guess
like-
makes a great point that there's no endangered lizard.
Where did that guy go?
Oh, will you
He
show us the
actually
game
walked
again?
away. Oh, sorry.
Oh
There he
no!
is. Don't worry, I found him. He's okay.
I didn't like. He was too flesh colored for me. So when you first showed it, it was just like a creepy, crawly little like human
Yeah.
insect piece.
It is.
But now that you gave me the backstory of the newt, I'm all in. I'm
That's
emotionally
just-
attached to him.
Yeah, that's just how he is. Don't worry
A
about it.
little Newton the newt.
Okay, so sorry. So Zach said he was in the salon, and we said you didn't leave.
Well, I had to use the bathroom. I didn't realize I had to update you every time nature called.
Update you, Poirot.
You may keep your calls of nature to yourself, merci. And then you returned to the salon.
If you don't believe me,
Ask the dishes.
Archibald.
Ask the
He will
dishes.
show me on his way up to the study.
I think that is all for now. Merci for your time.
Just a quick loop back. So, have the wires been cut? Are we snowed in? Is there a reason we aren't calling more authorities or like a
Yeah, that's
doctor?
Good question. I don't think they've been clear on that. Maybe they did say something at the beginning when we were looking at the body about how they had called, but it's going to take forever. I don't know. I don't remember that, though.
Maybe the roads are blocked. Okay.
Maybe this is all, like, it's taking some time because we're investigating. Maybe this is all within the first 20 minutes, and there's going to be an excuse that happens in a second about why that's not happening. And you can airbrush my lizard. I mean, in a non-weird way. Anytime.
Make it look cute.
So Zach
Ryan and his newt. That'd be fun.
Ryan and his newt.
Ryan and his newt.
I'm not sure he's a newt, technically. He's a pygmy blue.
I'd name the series Newt Kid on the Block.
Okay, all right. You convinced me then.
It'd be about Ryan and the newt.
See the little sad-faced endangered.
Oh.
All right. Zach says Archibald will corroborate his story.
Okay. Ooh, they have one of those
Can
champagne
you
tower
confirm
things
seeing
out.
Monsieur Demir in
Does
the hall
that
this
work?
evening?
I mean, it must, because people still do it.
Yeah.
But do you just set it up in a really specific way?
No, they just overflow.
There must be an
into
art
one
to
below.
it.
Yeah, well, probably.
But how do you get the one sort of in the center of it?
I think it just overflows. I mean, I guess in the way I'm thinking about it, how do they? I don't know. There's enough layers of glass there that I think and the tops are so wide. I think you're going to catch most of the liquid.
Yeah, I can understand it overflowing down, but not laterally. Right? Because there's a center. To make the pyramid, there's also center glasses. Do those get filled? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that it drips all the way down. I mean, I think that it's built so that even the outer edges of the thing, there's a glass above every glass, you know? So it's always going to get filled. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, it must work.
I think it works, but there must be some trick to it, too, because I think you probably could easily, like, if I did it, I would just get champagne everywhere.
Zachariah.
Yeah, I wonder if it's one of those things where the events team wheels out and they're connected, and you let the people do it, and you're like, yay! And then you're like, you wheel it back, and then you're actually passing out actual champagne.
That's interesting.
Like they do with wedding cakes sometimes.
Right, do they switch the cakes at a wedding cake?
They don't always switch the cake, but like the cake you cut is usually not big enough. You need like sheet cakes for 20 people at a wedding. So they're like, you cut the cake, and some people get that cake, but then they haul it away and they're ready with 100 plates of cake.
Kroger.
So you can eat cake immediately.
Right.
Yeah.
Champagne Tower by Mountain Dew. I mean, that's a stream goal.
Ooh. Yes.
If we can make it to 150 subscribers, which for all I know we have, then I think we should do Mountain Dew Champagne Tower.
Yes.
At 200 subscribers.
With Pizza Hut glasses instead of champagne glasses.
That might make it harder, but okay.
You need a lot of Mountain Dew, yeah.
Okay. I was on my way with a bottle of whiskey to the major. Okay,
Rydash slides in with the
Rydash over here playing Destiny, throws it down for a second. I gotta jump in.
Else.
Code Red Scenario. I agree. Okay. I was on my way with a bottle of whiskey to the major. He shouted a rather ignorable greeting to me and asked for directions to the bathroom. So he did see Zach going to the bathroom.
I presume you showed him the way?
Aye, detective.
Oh, I showed
him to the hall bathroom.
A hazelnut one, milk
it was
chocolate
wise
hazelnut.
to attempt the stairs.
How are hazelnuts? I've never had them because, well, I guess maybe.
It makes me nervous.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't love hazelnut.
All right,
Still makes me nervous. I'm not allergic to hazelnuts, but it makes me nervous.
I still think I have some tree nut allergy. I need a new allergist. I've said that for now 5 years. Okay, so
3 of them are a pandemic.
Yeah. Archie does say he saw Zach in the hall and he directed him to the bathroom like Zach says. Zach says he came back right after, though, and Archie didn't mention that. So we don't really know if he came back at the right time or what.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's
sure. So Archie can show people where the bathroom is, but they couldn't show us to our room.
Yeah. Archie, if you're be a little less busy getting whiskey for the major, maybe I wouldn't have wandered around your old creepy Scooby-Doo mansion for the first 3 hours of this game.
Take your allergy
Whatever
meds.
you require,
take those
detective.
meds.
I know you are probably used to dealing with criminals, but not everyone is trying to hide something.
Oh, one person's trying to hide something pretty big.
Yeah.
I hope for your sake that you do not hide anything from me.
Also,
Yeah.
he's a union organizer, and he knows that he knows that Ernesto is like not treating his workers fairly. So, of all people, he knows that at least several people are hiding things.
Right. Not everybody here is
He's trying
hiding
to prove
something.
Ernesto's hiding.
And by that I
Yeah.
mean just me.
What is it you think I'm hiding?
I struggle to believe you did not know of Monsieur da Silva's presence in the library.
Is that what this is about? I saw him hiding in the corner, pretending to read. I'd be surprised if he even could. I did not speak to him, and he certainly didn't make any attempt to speak with me.
Monsieur Demire invited you here to speak with him. You didn't see that as a fitting time too?
I was
Oh,
speaking with
interesting.
Jacqueline,
Demire
and
is
quite frankly,
Gideon.
I was in no mood to be dealing with that man.
So Gideon sort of invited them both to the party as a peace thing. Like, you're the old family friend of
Okay,
my
yeah.
fiance. My friend is on the other side of the argument.
Oh, I see. Amir didn't invite Hugo to speak with Amir. Oh, sorry, Mr. Amir. Gideon. Gideon invited Hugo to speak
With
to
De Silva.
Incantanto. Ernesto. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, we're questioning his story a
Merci,
little bit.
Monsieur Beckers. It has been a most enlightening conversation.
Okay. Do we have new stuff? Okay. Hugo saw Ernesto briefly. Fine, he did see him.
Okay, we admit it.
Order and method.
All right, already. I'm just a no good, Nick.
I cannot see the logic in this.
Oh, sorry, I should go for this one.
I must act on thought and fact, not on...
Well, what do you want me to do then?
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Why those two?
What did you connect?
Hugo saw Ernesto
Hugo
briefly
saw-
with argument between Hugo and Jackie. With Ernesto saying that. So now I guess now their stories agree, I guess.
Okay.
Hugo and Ernesto now confirm each other's appearance in the library. Sort of weird that we had to prove that since we
Magnifique.
saw them all.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh, what if Poirot was an unreliable narrator?
Oh, but
I
what?
must track it all down.
Let's connect my mind map. What am I hiding? Okay.
Did I
Hugo...
like the major? No. Oh, Poirot, you are my prime suspect. What is
Poirot's-
Poirot to do? Trapped by a genius.
Trapped by a genius. I must clear my good name. As a matter of principle. Okay, Hugo, Ernesto, and Jackie now all confirm each other's alibis. So we got a new thing that says that. So they're looking pretty good.
Oh, and they make a little circle. That's nice.
Yeah. Zachariah's absence is covered by Archibald. Archibald confirms seeing Zach in the hall and directing him to the bathroom. So do we connect that to Zach was missing briefly?
What a revelation!
Archibald confirmed Zach.
Did old-timey houses have, like, guest
Another
bathrooms? I guess
success.
they did. Like powder
never
rooms,
doubted
water
myself.
closets.
Would think so. I mean, old-timey rich people's houses.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah, I think so. Gideon, Zach, and Margot were all in the salon at least for some time together. Surely someone else is to blame. Even with some minute differences in stories, the guests all confirm each other's alibis. It's not the outcome I was expecting, or perhaps hoping for.
Okay. So we proved none of them did it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
he
know
was
if-
suicide.
He killed himself with a knife. Yeah,
I
don't know
mean,
if that's,
Cassandra and Angeline. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Angeline? I always feel like it's wrong every time I say it. Angeline?
Angeline.
Angelique? Angeline. Did you break open the second chips yet? What was the second flavor?
No, do you want me to? Flaming hot Cool Ranch.
Oh, yeah, just test one.
Okay.
I mean, we solved an achievement, so
Yeah.
If
It's
now,
time.
if not now, when?
If not, when now? Okay. Now, I like the regular nacho cheese Flamin' Hots. I can't have too many of them at once because they are very coated in the Flaming Hot stuff. It's not necessarily that it even gets too hot. It's just like, I'm tired of all this flavor.
It's like that thing where you can't eat a spoonful of cinnamon. It's just too much.
Right. Very covered.
Wow, they're orange.
I would not have guessed
But
this
it's
was
supposed
a
to
Cool
taste
Ranch.
like Cool Ranch? Yeah. Does it smell like Cool Ranch? Oh, wait. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it tastes... The Flaming Hot taste is probably the most overpowering part of it, but you do taste the Cool Ranch.
Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of more interested in that than a typical Flaming Hot product, actually.
Yeah. You know, I think both flavors diminish the other, though. Like, I'm not fully enjoying either one. They just don't complement each other very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are the devil's potatoes, in. Like, I don't want any more of these. I'm putting it away for now.
Actually, Anne guessed it before you even said it, which is that the two flavors would cancel each other out.
Basically, yeah. I'm not really feeling like I'm enjoying either as much as I would in their own chip. They don't feel like an exciting new thing.
Oh, guest is right. It's sort of like a buffalo.
Yeah, that's actually
interesting.
a
Like
great point. Yeah, that's probably what they were going for, but I don't think maybe they should have like done a little less Flaming Hot if they were going for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, right, Ash, is like the most exciting thing about Cool Ranch, right, is you want to see all that dust on it. And you can't really.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also, aftertaste is very hot. I mean, I'll probably eat them. I don't know.
Yeah, sure, of course. Now it's on your hands, though. Don't rub your eyes.
I know. That's the thing. That's another reason why I don't want too many, because I have to come back. Sizzling hot. It's kind of
Is that the level below Flamin' Hot?
Yeah. Okay, I guess that was it. Come, my little gracels. New mind, Matt.
Do you think I could start like a 1930s music cover band and I dress in like an Art Deco little gray suit and it's me and an instrument people and we're called the Little Gray Cells?
Yes, I think you could. I spent all of that time being like, where is she going? What joke name is she going with? I didn't get that. Yes, I think you should do that. And like you would be the lead who's like a shabba deep bop bop do 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 do, and everyone else is like trumpets and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But then you're doing a cover of like AC/DC songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all have the little mustaches.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Okay. So now we're gonna go talk to everybody again, I guess, except this time we're gonna talk about motives.
Okay.
I'm an open book, Poirot.
Did you speak with the Major this evening, or I get the sense you and Monsieur Gideon are not the closest, Monsieur. I always want to pronounce the N in that word, but you don't.
Monsieur.
Monsieur?
I think we should ask about the brother.
Okay.
When you have not been on level playing fields for years, it's hard to have a fair game.
I am afraid I do not quite understand.
If we're playing golf, he has a full set of clubs.
Let me expand the
Okay,
metaphor.
all right.
In the form of
Now we're
my
belaboring
father, and I
it.
have the old split putter. Make sense now?
No, I don't get it. What? If we're playing tennis, his rack is strung with money and mine is full of holes. What? In football?
Perfectly.
Okay. All right, you speak with the Major?
Why
If
would
my
I?
dad's the ball boy.
I've got nothing to say.
Your dad's the ball boy.
Except maybe to keep his hands off what is ours.
What is yours that he could want?
Money,
Diss.
of course.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Why
diss.
do you think
Who would
he's
want anything of yours?
suckling the Van den Bosch teeth for so long? He's bled them dry, and now they will all do the
interesting.
same to our money.
Interesting take. I didn't think of so like this is like revisionist sort of. Actually, the Major was the one wasting all their money in the first place. And he's worried that they're going to come waste Gideon's money now.
No, the Gideon was. This is about his brother.
No, this is about
Gideon
the Major.
has been spending. Oh,
Yeah. The Major has been suckling at Van den Bosch's teat for a long time, and now he's bled them dry. Now he wants to come do the same thing to our money.
oh, I switched when we were talking about the brother, but now we're talking about the Major. Okay.
Sorry, I asked the
Okay.
second question.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Our.
Okay.
My father's, Gideon's, it's all the same.
it isn't. That's the thing about money. It belongs to one person at a time.
I think that is all for now. Merci for your time.
Okay. So he resents the Major he thinks he's trying to scam them out of money, but he also has his own resentments towards Gideon for being the favorite kid, and also the more handsome kid in a very handsome family.
Yeah.
You think
It
it'll-
seems like an heir and a spare sort of syndrome.
Yeah. What is
Except
that
I
from?
think
I
like,
never
I
remember
think
what that's
Zach's
from.
the oldest.
Oh, is he?
I don't know. I've always heard it in relation to the royal family.
Oh, I see. What do you?
You
You
have the
think
first.
You think I should stand here for a while?
Yeah, be a fly on the wall, Poirot. Blend in, Poirot. They will let their guard down.
Wait. Let me get behind the plant. Okay. Nope. Sorry, nothing. No, you didn't see anything.
Okay, my time starts now.
Anyone talking? Hello.
Hello.
My time starts
Bonjour. It's me, the plant.
Whatever you require, detective.
now. You could say anything to the plant. Plants don't tell.
Oh, I'm so friendly.
So-
Leave your troubles behind.
Okay. Okay, goodbye, everybody.
You can't do that joke anymore. People are going to think we actually crashed.
No, yeah, right, exactly. Hey, I know this should have been the first thing I asked, but how did you know the victim?
Why are you here, Hugo?
Yeah.
I know that I don't think
You're right, Gast.
or
I
didn't
feel like
think
Poirot
a
only
great
says
deal of
merci.
him.
He's just proving he's
I'm
French.
just sorry I
Yeah.
didn't
Or-
get the chance to tell him what I
He
thought.
speaks French. He's Belgian.
He says n'est pas sometimes. He's like, I didn't like the Major, but didn't know him that well.
The man has recently been murdered.
What?
What?
The Major? He was so healthy.
Someone must stand up to men like him,
He was
with
so
their crooked
healthy.
dealings and lack of, well, any compassion at all.
Another rousing speech, monsieur.
You asked.
It's the truth. If
This is
you
a
knew
diss,
what
too.
I know, maybe he wouldn't be dead, but behind bars instead.
So he's implying he knows things about the Major. Your connection to the family is through Monsieur Demure, n'est-ce pas? See, he's heard Guest's criticism.
Yeah.
You seem to hold a certain level of, shall we say, anger towards the Major, or when was the last time you saw the Major?
Let's do the first one because I do want to figure out this connection a little bit
Yeah.
better.
Yes, Gideon invited me. If you will recall from our previous conversation, we have been working together and he thought now would be a good time to discuss matters.
You thought now, on the
discuss
eve of his
business and the
wedding, would be a
celebration
good
of
time
his
to discuss
engagement.
matters. Or I guess he's not getting married, but like this is the engagement party.
Yeah. I guess maybe it's the only time they could have an excuse to like be at the same casual event, but it is weird. Not really casual, but
They could just
We're all here,
pick up the phone.
so what better time? He thought Da Silva might even let his guard down if he was in a more jubilant mood. It would be
Okay,
wise
that
to
makes
not
more
continue to ignore us any longer.
And what business was it that was so urgent?
We're trying to resolve the worker strikes. It has gone on long enough. Now is the time for him to listen
so the
to
workers
our
are
demands
currently
so we
on
can put
strike.
an end to it
Yeah,
all.
I think
Put
so.
the violence and upset behind us.
How did the workers? What's their opinion about you going to a fancy winter chalet to discuss their union arrangement?
Fair question.
How do the workers feel about that?
Okay. So are there plans for a negotiation with Mr. De Silva? Ask about that.
Yeah.
I am fighting for the basic rights of our workers, nothing more. If he can't see that, he is a lesser man than I already thought.
Okay.
And where does Monsieur Gédéon
So
fit
that's a
into the
no then?
negotiations?
No
And
agreement
his
currently
brother?
in place?
Really working towards.
His brother? I didn't even know he had a brother until I arrived here. Gideon certainly hasn't talked much about him. I get the sense there's not much love lost between them.
Okay,
Okay.
so he doesn't talk about his brother. Yeah. What's the deal with you and the Major?
Anger, yes, but that's all. I wouldn't kill a man.
If I was gonna kill a man, I'd kill De Silva.
I
Yeah.
must see why this leads me to have suspicions.
Not really.
You can't honestly think I did it. I am a man of peace. I make changes with words, not with violence.
Well, look, his avatar
Yeah. Also,
said
why would that wouldn't really help his situation? Oh,
killing the Major doesn't help him.
we insulted his honor.
Oh, that really unfinishes my hat. Okay, I guess he became a little flustered. Oh, we didn't record that one because it's a moment of silence for you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
he was outside having a cigar last time Hugo saw him. Oh yeah, that's right. I spoke with myself. That was a long time ago.
Oh, we did speak to him, did we?
Yeah, we're like, "What's your deal?" He's like, "Well, I think it's just bad."
Yeah.
Barely seeing through the snow.
Merci, Monsieur Beckers.
Oh, I'm back.
It has
Sorry,
been
I
a
was in the
most
bathroom.
Enlightening conversation.
Bruce rifling through all his pages, trying to find the right one.
Go.
Are we on the blue pages or the pink pages?
Oh, and so the murderer is Bill. No! Too early! Oh, Poirot.
More questions? I suppose so.
Oh, so. Can you tell me more about your relationship with the deceased? Both you and the Major have been very supportive of Madame Vanden Bosch over the years. N'est-ce pas?
Yeah. N'est-ce pas? Yeah, try that one.
That is correct.
And the reason for your
Okay,
support
that's
was
an answer.
always of a purely platonic nature.
If you're trying to insinuate that I was expecting something in return, you can remove your head from the gutter.
Move your head.
Get your head out of the gutter.
Put it in the trash where it belongs. I will take any opportunity to say this, and I never tell the story well, but there's the best joke in the world, probably the best joke ever committed to paper in the Mr. Show sketch. Where they're doing fake. They're doing like fake complaints that they've received. Like, we don't always, not everyone likes the show, and it's David Cross doing like a fake complaint, and he's like, no, sorry, it's Odenkirk doing it, and he's like, you know what, your show is absolute trash. I don't let trash in my home. You know where trash belongs? In the gutter. And you know who else I have a problem with? The city. They're fining me because I throw all my trash in the gutter.
That's good.
It's really good.
I like it.
I meant no offense. I'm only trying to understand the dynamic of your relationship.
I may need you to approach this in a different manner. Put on a sexy female Poirot costume and distract. Perhaps I should speak with the Comtesse on this. Okay. Yeah, the Comtesse seems to be the one who's like the actual friend that can maybe, you know.
Yeah. I don't know why we haven't spoken to them yet.
Yeah.
Why are we loafing around here? We got to get to the heart of the matter.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Comtesse is Margot. Comtesse is Margot,
Oh.
and the Maman is her Her name begins with a C though, so it's confusing.
She's
Cassandra.
She's a viscount, right?
She's
Cassandra
a viscountess.
And
Angeline.
Angeline. They're still upstairs. We need to go talk to them.
I know. It's suspicious. They're getting their story straight. Yeah, I'm sure, Anne. I'm sure you've gotten that same complaint, probably from Bob Odenkirk. Yeah, I like the guest. I agree. Okay, can you tell me more about your relationship? Okay.
Felix, I didn't know him that well.
I waited to double check. I
We
am
spoke
not
a handful of
allergic to
times.
hazelnuts, and I
Met
am
him
going
through
to
Cassandra.
continue eating them.
I thought him to be rather pompous.
Oh, I got the caramel one. It's the one I was hoping for.
Hates that rabbit. I'm happy for you.
Yum. Oh.
All right, didn't like the.
But you remained
major.
polite, as any gentleman would.
Ernesto's saying he didn't do business with the major, which I thought we said he did. He's like, I just met him through Cassandra.
He said that he had done business with the head of the house who's now dead.
Right.
I know that. I know. And I do think that that's sort of implied that they'd all done business together, but maybe that's the part that we're misunderstanding.
Right, or maybe he's just being cagey.
Of course.
Yeah, everyone hates the major, bro. Why don't you tell me more about your relationship with Madame Vanden Bosch, which maybe is pushing too hard. Or you said you had talked with the major a few times about what exactly?
I don't remember. Can we get stuck? No, we can't get stuck, can we?
I don't think
the game
we can
lets
get-
us just keep.
Yeah, I don't think we can get stuck, but I think we should ask this one first, the second one, because if he stops talking to us after the first one, if he's like, I'm insulted, you know?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I think, like, we'll still be able to continue the game, certainly, but we won't. He might clam up, you know?
Because there is a
He
version
had
where this is like a
approached me about
confrontation, but we're
doing
not in
some
that,
business
right?
Right,
together.
that's true.
I like
maybe
to
it's not
know
that big of a
who
deal
I'm
since
getting
it's not a
into bed with
confrontation.
first.
Oh, I see. He had approached him about getting into business.
And you both went ahead with your business venture.
Not so much a business venture, more security related. There is no need to discuss that any further.
We blackmail people. I'm a cobbler.
Oh, you're the black. Yes.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah. And I hope you sent a note to the actual Matt Young. That's
Is
kind of
there
amazing.
something you wish to remain hidden about your partnership, monsieur?
There's only one real Matt Young.
It was far from a partnership. I hired him to run security at my factories. If the workers were going to get violent, I wanted to make sure I was ready to protect my property.
Uh-oh. Some scabbers.
Yeah. What do you think? Should we ask him this last one, or should we go talk to Cassandra, or should we go talk to Margot first? Because Poirot was like, maybe I should soft battle this with Margot.
I think we should go ahead and ask him. What's the harm? It's the last question.
Okay.
What is there to say?
That's true, man.
She's a remarkable woman, and I admire her.
Yeah.
Even after Edwin's death, she held herself
Edwin.
with such poise.
That's what I was trying. Thank you, Edwin.
It sounds as though you hold her in the highest regard.
I'll hold her anywhere she'll let me.
And why shouldn't I? Women these days could take a leaf out of her book on how to present themselves.
Yeah, take
Merci
that, women
for your cooperation.
of the 1918s. All right, Gideon, I hear you hate your brother.
No trouble at all. How can I help?
Okay, with the joining of your two families and the major being around so much, I assume you knew him well. I spoke with your brother earlier. He was certainly enjoying himself. He needs help. I'd like to ask you about your work with the Union. That sounds like a spy code phrase.
I know. I do want to get to the bottom of this Union thing, though.
Yeah?
I don't care. Like, we know we didn't like the major.
Yeah.
That's old news.
All right.
He doesn't
I
like the
have lent my
major.
voice to
His
some
brothers are drunk.
discussions.
Yeah, we
I
know
have
these
tried to
things.
facilitate meetings. Just positive support.
You know, I could see something where Gideon invites these two people to the wedding, which seems crazy because they hate each other, and then that's some sort of weird cover for his plan to kill the major or something.
Yeah.
Does that positive support include sending letters to those on the opposing side?
Right, because Gideon sent a letter to the Major, who's like, FYI, these unions gonna happen. Better get used to it.
Oh, right.
Which we
I
thought was
forgot
odd
about
at the
that. We found
time.
it in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detective Poirot, I'm not sure what you think I have done.
Monsieur, a letter has been found
Monsieur.
threatening the Major of what might happen if he does not act promptly, and now he has wound up dead.
And since it's a letter, I know
Oh,
it must be
okay.
only the 8 people I know who could have sent.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if that letter was a threat or a like fair warning.
Well, that's the thing. It read as though it was sort of like, watch out for unions, this is a warning. And then because it connected to Gideon, we were like, oh, maybe it was a threat, or maybe it was like a fair, like I don't care either way, but just so you know, it was hard for me to read the tone of that.
Me too.
You think my sending him a letter, warning him not to get involved, means I murdered him?
It is a stretch.
At this time, it is certainly reason for me to be suspicious.
Bro's getting more pushy, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
The whole first half of the game, all his
We're
dialogue
finding
started with, well, if only if you want to, you know?
I know. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I agree.
I have been funding the strikes detective.
Now he's in his element, though.
These
He's got
men
matching
deserve
socks
fair
and
treatment
shoes. What
for
can
the
he
wage
do?
that fits the
Yeah.
hard work they undertake every single day. The Major didn't see that. All he cared about was the money for his services, and that is all I care to discuss.
Okay, it appears Monsieur's letter was at least written with noble intentions, but he's still hesitant to talk more on the Major's association.
Yeah, I can kind of see a world like interesting. He invites people he knows are volatile together, and it like is a distraction for if he's gonna do something nefarious.
He punched the Major, which is like kind of a great sort of, you know, in a story where they're like, you do the thing that incriminates you the most, so people will be like, well, it can't be him.
Yeah. Yeah, you do something obvious, and then you prove that it couldn't be you, and so
Right.
suspicion moves elsewhere. But it is you.
Right.
Blah blah blah.
There's a lot of Christie stories that are like that, where it's like, but he was too drunk to ever do that. It's like, no. He appeared drunk. He wanted us to think he was drunk from the whiskey.
I knew of him more than actually knowing him myself. In the past, he made his feelings towards my brother and I quite clear.
He loved us.
And that was
Yeah,
not
how did
in a
he
positive way.
even know them?
They were in the military together. At least he and Zach were, I think.
Oh, right, I forgot that.
No, Zach and Gideon.
I certainly wouldn't call trying to get Angeline to postpone the engagement positive.
Yeah, and then there's that. Okay, what about Zach being drunk?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Have you noticed your brother?
I do not mean to pry. Only I imagine the whole room was aware.
But
of
I'm a
you
detective, and this is a
celebrating
murder
with bottle.
case.
Kind of do mean to pry.
You must be mistaken. Neither
What?
my brother nor I drink.
That's kind of cool. That's a cool little twist of like somebody's wildly wrong.
But when we met him, he was like waiting in the hall for a drink, remember?
Yeah, and he talked.
But
Everyone
maybe-
says he's drinking.
Maybe it's a tea or something. We don't know.
Well, he specifically said he was drinking whiskey. Like Zach's story is that he was drinking.
Oh, right.
He could still be
Okay.
alive.
Yeah.
He could be covering up. Or this guy could be just crazy in denial.
But now things are getting good. Yeah, maybe it was sparkling apple juice, which is what this definitely is, and not anything suspicious.
Right. Yeah, Twitch terms of service, Ashley is not chugging champagne right now. It's sparkling apple juice.
It's sparkling apple juice.
It's sparkling apple
Specifically
juice.
for non-drinkers. It's your parties.
Does it say for
Go fresh apple scrapes.
Okay, she's drunk.
Go fresh apple grapes.
How many apple scrapes are in your juice? Poirot's putting forward that maybe he doesn't see what he doesn't want to see, which is also a possibility. Like he's like, nope, doesn't.
Yeah.
Said never to drink.
But this is when the mystery starts heating up.
Yep.
When someone is just blanketly like, nope, That's a lie.
That didn't happen to me.
We are
Now,
the closest.
who's
But what
telling the
brothers
truth?
are?
Cain and Abel.
I would argue that many are.
Ashley, did the Batmobile leave your dorm? Your room? Dorm.
Yeah, my dorm. It does
Yeah.
feel like a dorm.
I don't know why it said dorm.
No,
We've lived
allegedly.
Very different lives.
I can't prove it
Our
wasn't the
priorities are
Batmobile, but
different.
I don't think it
He
was
does
the
not see
Batmobile.
things the way I do.
I'll hear the
There
first
isn't
part.
much more to say.
All right, they're very different. I shall return to the matter when I have the fuel that is required to get the answers.
If you would be so kind as
Ooh.
to stay here. I may
Neither my
require-
brother or I drink. I mean, that's a big swing, considering he must know everyone at the party thinks he's a drunk.
Right. Oh, yeah. Did you ever solve the mystery of the laundry room late night noise, Ash?
No! I haven't! I was just thinking about that. It doesn't happen every night. I think I falsely said that last time. It feels like it happens every night, but it's not quite. I can't get a handle on it. I hope it happens again. We're around that time, sort of 10, 11-ish, so maybe it'll happen again.
Yeah, I guess that's... How is your college roommate, Bruce?
Yeah.
He's never around at night. I don't know where he sleeps. Guess he has a...
Yeah, he's really rich. Kind of grumpy.
Rich and grumpy.
He keeps taking my black eyeliner.
This weird old butler's always over here.
I mean, I guess Batman went to college. Where's that series?
Batman did go to... He was, like, highly educated all around the world, but they never specify whether that means he actually, like, sat in classes, or did he, like, somehow...
Yeah.
You know... Just
Private
a bunch
tutors.
of books and things like that. Private tutors. I mean, he's
Yeah.
super rich.
He went to like boarding schools and things. Yeah.
I mean, he didn't start his crime fighting career until after college, but so it's not like he would have been going out at night. But yeah, it's a little. I mean, because he also spent that. Like the timeline doesn't really make sense. I guess Batman. It's sometimes they say he started like in his late 20s. Sometimes he starts in crime fighting in his like early 20s. Maybe it's sometimes in the 30s. I think Batman's canonically always like 30 years old, and so is Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I'm officially older than Batman.
Yeah, guest, we gotta submit our comic for college Batman. It's so good. Batman and Robin is like bosom buddy types.
But that's the thing, Anne. He must have done several gap years because he also trained at like every ninja school, which is like crazy that there wouldn't be a paper trail. I mean, that's sort of what Batman Begins is about, I guess. But it's crazy there isn't someone who's like, oh, millionaire Bruce Wayne? Yeah, I trained ninja school with him.
Yeah, right.
It's weird that he never talks about being a ninja, and also that at the same time he moved back to Gotham, this guy Batman showed up and did a bunch of ninja moves every night.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an idiot. Okay.
Yeah.
So I went back to Zach because I wanted to see if he says anything.
But what if the files? What if he took the files?
Oh, he took all the files.
What if he's erasing himself as he goes? What if there's a fire in the file room?
He probably
happens a
took all the
lot,
files.
apparently.
I bet he did take all the files, but you still have people who would remember him, and Batman doesn't kill anybody.
Yeah. But didn't he do private ninja school? Don't you think he didn't go group classes of ninja school? Bruce Wayne.
Well, I mean, if you want to get into it, he studied with, I believe canonically, he studied with the, it's Ra's al
the
Ghul's
guy,
group,
the Russian. Yeah.
Which is what?
That I remember.
The, oh, what are they called? Someone in chat's gonna know. What is his ninja group called? Oh, League of Assassins. I think it's just like the League of Assassins. And
okay,
but that's like a whole league. That's a
but
whole
they're
League
not
of
gonna,
Assassins.
I guess you're right, but they're not going to tell. What are they going to say? They're going to call up 311 Gotham City and say, I've got a lethal assassin to report. I'm part of a group called Lethal Assassins.
League of Assassins.
Oh, I'm sorry, League of Assassins.
Sorry, I'm a little drunk. I forget what ninja school I went to.
I'm a ninja, he a ninja. You get it?
I mean, Ra's al Ghul isn't going to tell because he's going to use it against Batman as leverage. But like some low-level ninja you think would remember it. Maybe everyone's just so loyal to the League.
There's a code of the ninjas. Although I think that it would be an interesting story to hear about the I mean, don't you think the first rule of ninja school is don't publish the class registry of your ninja school?
I guess,
But
yeah, if you're in the League of Assassins, that's probably a rule.
Yeah.
Legal
But
assassins.
it would be interesting to see like a renegade legal assassins.
I'm Ray Al Ghul from Legal Assassins. Do you need someone dead but don't want to skirt the law?
That's a good Batman nemesis, though. Someone who trained with him the whole way.
I mean, yeah, that's
and
basically
now wants to double cross him.
That's basically what Talia al Ghul is, Raish's daughter. They use that in the comics.
Well, see, then there you go. You were just saying, why isn't there someone who?
Yeah, but those are big masterminds. I'm talking about the giant, like, having a couple people that know his identity is like a cool, scary thing. But if you just sort of like, if there's 30 people in his ninja group that know him, it feels like,
yeah, I guess you're right.
There's someone out there who wouldn't use it for like a master plan. They would just be like, I'm gonna tell Google who it is, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I guess since they use code names, but you're right.
This is your classmate Yowie Boingo. I know they probably. I forgot what the job was.
Guess had a full Ashley moment. I don't remember what it was called either.
It's Yowie Diddy, but Yowie Boingo is pretty
Yowie
good.
Diddy. Yowie Boingo is my new code name.
I mean, probably it was a no-names ninja school, but okay, two things. One, even if that was the case, Bruce Wayne is famous, like he's in newspapers and stuff on television. You recognize him by sight.
Recognize his face.
Secondly, I think it's implied that he didn't just go to off the books evil ninja school. I think he went to like study with all sorts of different people.
You think he went to like fencing classes,
right,
and martial arts classes, and how to make a bomb classes or whatever. Yeah.
Maybe there's a Batman story here that needs to be told, or maybe it's already been told. We just haven't read it.
Yeah, about him taking night classes at the Learning Annex in Gotham City. I mean, someone had to teach him to drive. I'm sure. Did he have to get a license? I want to see Batman at driver's ed.
I mean, it seems like there are plenty of years in there where it's not just flashy ninja shit. He's learning about like criminology and fingerprints.
He's learning languages.
All those languages he can speak. It would feel like there would be some fun, sort of boring years of Batman the Boring Years, where he's just like, I can't take another hour of this idiot in Latin class kicking my seat.
Yeah.
I'm too rich for this. It seems like almost anyone would give up being Batman after a little while because they'd be like, I don't need this.
But I do think a lot of that was probably private tutors,
Yeah.
He went to some gentleman's club where they fence and learned how to be a fencer and that kind of stuff.
And there's like an old boys club rule of if you recognize Batman, you just don't mention it.
Well, he's always wearing the little helmet.
He's always got the helmet. Even in like math class, he's wearing the fencing helmet.
Yeah.
I can just buy new parents. That is the easiest solution. What if Batman
Ditto and
majored
Boingo
in,
would be a good comedy team name. Because Yowie Boingo is his brother.
What if Batman majored in like drama and he never got into Juilliard, and so they were like,
oh, Batman definitely majored in drama. His whole deal is so over the top, and I love it. I'm on board.
Ashley, you don't even understand
was a
the completely logical origin, which is that he was thinking, how do I avenge my parents? And a bat crashed through the window, and he goes, that's scary. I'm going to dress like that.
Isn't there in one of the movies he falls into a well and is like, somehow
Batman
goes into a
Begins
bat cave
yeah.
from the well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not, well, I don't know. Comics have done all sorts of different things. They can be canonical if you want it to be. The first rule of Assassin's Club is you don't talk about Batman, who is clearly a member. We're not getting into it.
He should have gone to law school or something.
Yeah, there's an argument. Well, see, that's kind of the fun thing about The Dark Knight, right? Because there's like, Harvey Dent is like, I'm going to do the same thing, but I went to law school and I'm going to put all the bad guys away legally. And like, it's sort of like, oh yeah, that's the way we should do it. But then the corrupt the corrupt world prevents him from doing that, and that's the tragedy.
Bruce Wayne and Bye Bye Birdie.
Hiya, Hugo.
Glory, morning glory.
What you want to go get pinned for? Sing to me!
Oh, man. All right, well, that was a very specific.
Where's
riff.
Godot? He must have friends. Bruce, again, it's more of a metaphor. You don't have to. All right.
Whew.
That doesn't surprise me, and yet no one actually asks.
I am asking now.
What did we
I
ask?
should have expected that.
Everyone
shouldn't
seems
I?
to have an opinion about
What
his
is there to say?
drinking
We
problem,
used
I
to be
think.
close, but
Oh,
not
no,
so much
he and his brother.
anymore.
Yeah.
They're not close.
I would find it very helpful if you could at least elaborate on your relationship.
He went to school, got an education, and was the apple of our father's eye. I went to war. See the difference now.
Oh, he went to war, but Gideon, he went to war, and Gideon stayed home.
That's okay. That's interesting. That these characterizations of these two people and their backstories are an interesting match.
Yeah. Okay, what do you know of your brother's work with the Union?
If you want to know about Gideon's part in the Union, why don't you ask him?
Oh, that's a detective thing.
So, you are aware of his support for them?
Yes, well,
Oui, monsieur?
it'd be best to just ask him.
Suspicious.
I think that is all for now.
All right, well, let's return to where we were in line here. I think we might have some other people we can revisit, but let's get to Margot and Jackie before we do that.
I am all yours, detective.
Woo! Did you ever speak to the Major about how he treated Madame Vandenbosch? I'm sure you've noticed Madame Vandenbosch's
which one?
absence. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, good.
What of Madame Vandenbosch and Monsieur da Silva's relationship?
That's Ernesto.
What do you think? Start with the first one?
Let's do. I was going to start the last one.
Okay.
What of it?
Do you believe there
Yeah,
was
no.
something more to their friendship?
As I have said, detective, I am not one to gossip.
Oh.
I would not even consider your name and that word in the same sentence.
Because it is not gossip when it's the truth.
Aha!
Ah, there you go.
Not sure that's correct.
Why else do you think he would stay around for so long? Yes, he was a friend and partner to the Viscount, but it is plain to see it is Cassandra's partnership he longs for.
What do either... Both of them could do better. It's one of those situations.
I know. I mean, Ernesto, well, he does own like a suspicious factory where he's not treating workers well. But other than that, seems like a nice guy.
I think she's saying with the Major, right? Oh,
No,
sorry. No, you're right. It was Ernesto. I'm sorry.
Ernesto,
Yeah,
where the pets go.
you're right. Where the pets go.
But the Major also is in love with Cassandra.
That's what I got confused about. But you're right. The question was about Ernesto. Okay, but I still stand by it. They could both do better. Okay. Did you ever speak to the Major about how he treated her?
Why would I actively choose to speak to that wretched man?
Major just didn't have any friends.
That's the Major?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were quite adamant of your protection of Madame. If he was as awful as you portrayed him to be, there must have been some words spoken, or perhaps written?
He was quite aware of how I felt towards him, and the lengths he has gone to remain close to the family. That is all that needs to be said.
I tell you what,
I
this would have
must
been a
admit,
real
would not
fun
want to be
party
on the
with or
receiving
without a
end of your
murder. It
tongue
seems like
as well,
everyone hates
Countess.
each other.
They don't. Nobody here likes small talk. I'll tell you that for free.
No. There's a lot of
Why
standing in the
standing
same room together and
detective?
still being mad.
Yeah, just staring forward for hours. Okay, I'm sure you've noticed Madame Van den Bosch's absence, or you've explained that the Major was trying to remain close to the family, but not why. Let's go with that one.
He was a disgusting leech that was driven only by money and power, like most men.
Guilty.
I can assure you not all men are concerned with such egotistical wealth.
That may be, but they are few and far between. I believe you are a special case, Detective Poirot.
It is not the first time I have been described in such a way.
Okay.
Embrace the compliment, Detective. You have set yourself apart from the horrid crétins that seem to somehow make their way into positions of authority and power.
Yeah.
And that is what the
I
Major
guess
was
that is
doing?
true.
Using Madame Van den Bosch as his ladder to the top?
You are finally seeing the man he was. A weak and self-indulgent social climber.
Sometimes has certainly opened my eyes to the Major's true ambitions with the Van den Bosch family. I wonder if Madame herself is aware of his greed and hunger for social recognition.
Okay, yeah. We gotta talk to Cassandra.
Okay, I'm sure you've noticed about her absence.
I imagine she will have shed a tear for him, but she should not waste any more.
More.
You don't think she would? Or you don't want her to?
I have made it quite clear what I think of that man, alive or dead. I would not want her to waste anything further on him.
Merci, Countess. If I have any further questions, I shall be sure to come and find you.
Okay. Alright, Jackie, you're next.
You came to the right place.
So does killing the
What do you
Major... Does it help with the blackmail? It must be tied into the blackmail.
Yeah, I guess logically
But
it
it's
is.
Maybe even not directly, but somehow. So... But it doesn't... The blackmailer doesn't benefit from killing the Major unless the Major found out who the blackmailer was. The blackmailer killed him to stay anonymous.
Right. Or if the Major is the blackmailer and somebody killed him to protect Cassandra or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Or Angelique.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
What if the blackmail is all sort of a front for Gideon to give money to the union workers anonymously? Now that doesn't quite make sense either, because I think he's already showed his support to the union.
Right. Why would the blackmailer have to stay anonymous? I guess because you wouldn't want to. I don't know. I guess you don't have to. You can blackmail somebody, and not be anonymous, because the idea is that they won't tell anybody about you anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they would just want to not go to jail, I think.
Right.
Unless it's someone like, maybe it's Angeline or someone.
Right. Somebody trying to funnel money out of the family.
Blackmailing.
We've gotten,
But
conflicting
Gideon's
reports.
paying, right?
Right, Gideon's paying it. At least that's what we've heard. We've gotten conflicting reports about who has money. Some people have said... Excuse me. Some people have said that the Major is just hanging out with the Van den Bosch family for their money. But then some people have said the Van den Bosch family doesn't have any money. Some people have said...
and that the Major was funding them.
Right, that the Major was the one funding them. Some people have said that Gideon is the one is paying all the blackmail and taking care of everything. And then a couple of times we've heard that Gideon doesn't have money either.
Yeah. But he did pay off the blackmail, or that's what we were told.
Right, at least that's what we're told.
Okay, so here's another way. What if Gideon's trying to pretend he has money? So he sets up this blackmail scheme and pays it off.
Knowing
so
they
that
won't
it can
pay.
pays
Have
it
money.
off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As like a proof that he has money. Although it's a
Right.
big stretch. But I guess the reverse could also be true. What if Angeline sets it up, or Cassandra or somebody, knowing that Gideon will pay, and then they just got $5,000 off out of him?
Right. Seems like both are viable. Okay.
Hmm.
What should we ask Jackie?
Okay, Guess thinks we're on the right track.
Yeah.
Jackie, what's your deal?
I guess, Anne. It's unclear as to how concerned they were actually about this blackmail, because we still don't know what it was about. I mean, it seems like somebody does because they're paying it.
Yeah, well, it's weird because Angeline's like, I don't know what it could be about, but also she was complicit in its payment. Cassandra, her mom, was like, I don't know what it could be about. Don't pay it, or at least that's what I thought happened.
That's what we're led to believe.
I know that he was not the good and honest man he liked to think he was.
In what sense?
If you spoke to him for longer than 5 minutes, you'd know. I've met people in dark alleys I trust before him.
And on the occasions when you did speak with him, what was discussed?
I'm sorry, Poirot. If you're looking for a deep-seated secret between me and him, you're going to be disappointed.
This nut may be harder to crack. As you were previously speaking with him, I assume you know Monsieur Beckers as well, then. You seem to know a great deal about everyone. What can you tell me about Monsieur de Silva and Madame Vandenbosch? What are your thoughts on the Comtesse? I appreciate your opinion.
Oh, do that one, because we like to flatter her.
I don't know if you really would. She's got a mouth the size of Texas, except when it comes to truths about her. She wants everyone to think that she's the savior of these girls at the shelter. But there's a side to her I don't think anyone gets to see.
Get into the shelter stuff like Ashley wants.
And what side is that?
One that she is keeping tucked away under her very expensive dress.
I think charity's a good thing. Alright, so what about Beckers?
That man has got some real anger issues. I get why he's frustrated. He's trying his best for the workers, but holding on to rage like that, something's gonna burst.
You're in America.
He's frustrated. Alright, what about De Silva and...
If you think you can use me as some sort of gossip machine, you are sorely mistaken.
I thought that's what your job was.
I can assure you it is not a case of gossiping.
Yeah, but she's not going to not get paid for it.
Relevant to my investigation.
So I would be helping you potentially solve a crime? You should have said that off the bat.
What do you think we're
to
doing?
say he's smitten is an understatement.
You should have said that off the bat.
He's been wanting her for years.
I see.
Headlines don't sell
Madame
papes.
does not feel
Newsies
the
sell
same.
papes, Poirot.
I'm the girl they added for the Broadway show.
Doesn't look like it. If she did, she would have said something about it, right?
You have been most helpful. I request you do not go too far. Merci.
Merci.
Merci, Poirot.
Merci.
I'm the American.
Merci beaucoup, Poirot. Okay.
It's a boy's name, and I wear pants, Poirot. You get my whole deal, Poirot?
It's the 90s now, Poirot.
No trouble at all. How can I help?
Tell me more about Zach.
I believe there are more important matters at hand than talking about my brother and I's relationship, or lack thereof.
Oh.
The murderer is in this house. And by holding back information that may help my investigation, you only make me suspicious of your involvement.
Is your horseback in Texas?
Monsieur Demir, if you continue to withhold information, I can only assume you are
Yeah.
hiding something and must treat you as a prime suspect in the Major's murder.
Yeah.
I have nothing to hide. If you must know, we have not been on the best terms for years now. As I said, we are different people. He does not see the importance of planning for the future, and as much as my parents tried, they could not make him see that. I suppose that is why he sees me as their favorite.
He still believes that now?
Planning for the
I
future is a
assume so.
weak
We barely talk
Sort of.
anymore.
character flaw.
I was hoping we would be able to sit down and
He refuses
talk,
to invest
leave
in
the
his
past behind.
401k, Poirot.
But this
Yeah,
evening has
right.
not panned out that way.
If you would be so kind as to stay here, I may require your help further.
Gideon is like weirdly the most tight-lipped of everybody.
Yeah, I'm really suspicious of Gideon.
Yeah.
I am all yours, detective.
Ooh,
Detective.
confrontation.
Ooh.
Push on the Major's aggression towards Cassandra.
Okay. I'm nervous. Ready.
Should we do it?
Yeah, confront. Oh, confront.
Countess, you gave me the impression the Major and the Madame were close, but there were times where he acted rather aggressively to her, n'est-ce pas?
I am sorry, detective, but I did not mean to give you such an impression.
I've already built a rapport with the Comtesse. Some may even say in a flirtatious manner. Perhaps if I
Oh.
continue to charm her. Okay, so we could say flattering.
Statue would not.
What?
Okay, if you've mistaken you to be so kind as to collect me in my train of thought. Okay. Let's go flattering.
Yeah.
Ever the charmer, detective. I would talk
Detective.
more on it, but I'm afraid Cassandra would think I am talking about her behind her back.
Which I am.
Oh, no, 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 no. Contessa, you are doing your friend a favor. Mi Poirot has the sur discretion.
Your secret is locked up in the little grass cell. Cautionary. How would Madame Vandermarsh feel if she heard the contents of our conversation from me? In other words, like, I'm gonna tell on you.
No, I think that's the wrong move.
Same. Or coercive. You obviously care a great deal. Assisting me will help her of any wrongdoing. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is not often I am swayed so easily.
Ooh.
I applaud you on your willingness and persistence.
Yeah, Anne, you're right.
And yet, though.
And yet,
Everyone, I was wary of his intentions.
we broke her
And
shield.
It was not long before he showed his true colors.
Whoa, cowards.
Wow.
If it is a tear
True
she sheds,
love.
it should be one of joy that he is out of her life.
I understand your feelings towards the Major, but perhaps there was...
He was a bully. He took his shortcomings out on her, and she sat there and accepted it. I never thought I would see the day. Perhaps now she will be able to see the man he truly was. Karma will always catch up to you.
We got an achievement for breaking her block, although I don't know that we learned anything. She's just like, I also hated him some more.
Confirmed that he was a bully, I guess?
Yeah.
Merci, Countess.
He took
If I
out his
have any
shortcomings
further
on
questions,
others.
I shall be sure to come and find
Very
you.
vague, but
Yeah. And that Cassandra had a motive to get rid of him.
yeah, I guess so, because she hated him and she really thought he was screwing up Cassandra. Or, wait, sorry. Cassandra or Margot had the motive?
Cassandra had a motive
Oh,
to get rid
because-
of him, but Margot also had a motive, I guess, as a friend, yeah.
Oh, you're saying Cassandra because she was being bullied.
Yeah.
I see.
Is that the end of your interrogations?
There are still some questions that remain...
Back to the mind map. 4 points under the motive section. Okay. Looks like we've had all the conversation.
You change and determine likely motives. Okay.
Okay. Gideon wrote the letter. Gideon denies his brother's drinking. Gideon hesitant to mention past with the Major. Gideon and Zachariah quarrel. Gideon feels detached from Zachariah. Major didn't approve of the marriage. And each one of these can be moused over. Sometimes they give you a little more detail.
Feels like it maybe wants to be connected to Hugo somehow. Gideon trying to start a negotiation with Hugo.
Gideon is trying to start negotiations. What do you think?
Hesitant to mention past with Major. Gideon.
Not convinced of that one yet.
Yeah, maybe not. Will you try connecting with hesitant to past Major? Oh.
Yeah.
I must take a different approach.
No luck on
That's
that
fair.
yet. Hugo claims to have calmed down. Gideon is trying to start negotiations. Hugo has dirt on the Major. I didn't know about that.
Okay.
He calmed down, but wonder if the threat could have escalated. Okay, for Jackie. Hugo's frustration. Hugo was still mad at the Major in our absence. Ernesto and Cassandra's friendship. Jackie seems sure that Ernesto's feelings are one of friendship. Well, she said more than that.
Yeah.
Jackie doesn't trust the Major. Jackie claims Margot is hiding something. Right, about her charity work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Margot. Cassandra, more than friend to Ernesto. I guess let's link these two.
Yeah.
The pieces of the puzzle are fine.
Perhaps Ernesto had hidden his secret love well. We can use this to our advantage. Ernesto's love is a well-kept secret. I guess just because because Jackie doesn't know, like the newspaper doesn't know yet, I guess. Okay, so we can talk to Ernesto about that. Major leached onto Cassandra. Issues between Major and Cassandra. The Major is abusive. Margot finally told the truth of the Major's treatment. Oh, okay. I guess we were supposed to, that was more of an implication. We're supposed to imply that it was a physical abuse, right?
Yeah, I think the bullying meant like physical bullying.
Okay. That is a revelation then. I wonder if these connect. Probably not.
This will not get me any closer to my...
Okay.
This is connections.
What about Ernesto's
Cassandra?
Can we put that up here with well-kept secret? Or...
I must take a different approach.
Okay. Ernesto, Major involved in the workers' strikes. Ernesto has business connections with the family. Ernesto denies loving Cassandra. Talk to Jackie, talk to Margot. Ernesto is fond of Cassandra. Zachariah resents Gideon. Feels as though he's held on to his resentment for a long time. Zach is defensive of Gideon. Although they aren't close, Zach is willing to withhold details about his brother's dealings.
Mm-hmm. Can you zoom, like, pretty far out for a second?
Yeah. I was keeping close because I know it's hard for you to read when it's not close.
Yeah. So, in terms of motives... There's like the Ernesto being in love with Cassandra.
Mm-hmm.
There's Margot hating the Major for bullying Cassandra.
Right.
I don't think Jackie has a motive yet, but she kind of confirms other people's motives, maybe.
Yeah, it says she doesn't trust the Major, but that seems like a pretty weak motive from her.
Hugo doesn't quite have a motive, except it's like linked in with the Major. Certainly was not supporting the union, but I think Hugo and Gideon sort of maybe link up because Gideon definitely has a motive with the
marriage aspect.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember like whose bits of stories confirmed each other.
All right. Well, the Major is involved, is working security for the factory. for his company is, I guess, during the worker strike. And then Hugo says he has dirt on the major. I wonder if those two are connected. 'Cause that's how they would know each other from the factory.
Is there something I have...
Yeah?
No luck. Gideon feels detached from Zachariah to Zachariah resents Gideon.
Okay.
Things are beginning to become...
Great.
The brothers are suspicious individually, but I can't see them working together. Brothers are unlikely to cooperate.
Okay. That's what they said about us, and look at us now.
Look at us now. But a lot of people don't know that
That
I'm entirely CGI, and this is all pre-recorded, and you just are
Mm-hmm.
a great actor.
I'm actually running the game and running your CGI bot
Yeah.
and pretending I don't know anything about it.
You have like a little foot pedal.
I don't get enough credit.
No, you don't. As you take a swig of your drink. I think we can all agree you don't get enough credit. Okay, so they're unlikely to cooperate. Ryan CGI orgy, yes, thank you. Another instance where Rydash just throws the controller across the room to type in the... Good. Okay. According to Jackie, Hugo was still mad at the major in our absence. So Hugo... Comedy assassin.
Rydash, self-proclaimed comedy assassin.
VTuber stands for ventriloquist 2.
Yeah, that's it. You guys, now they're getting the secret. It's all coming together. They're making the connections in their mind maps. Now they see it.
Wow. And set down her log for you. It feels like there's maybe what Jackie and Hugo were talking about was the dirt he has on the major. Potentially that was going to be a story. I mean, I guess it could also just be about the union strike, but...
Yeah, try that.
Hugo has dirt in the major. Do you think that connects with Hugo's frustration over here?
Well, I was kind of think that frustration connected with he's calmed down, but I don't really know what that is.
Come, my little Grace.
Not those two, but yeah.
He was... these two.
Yeah.
You're right.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of the...
Hugo claims to have calmed down since his argument with the major, but Jackie disputed this. He did say something about that, and I feel like I missed what that was. Hugo claims to have calmed down, but Jackie disputed... Okay, Hugo lied about his temper.
I guess Jackie did say, like, he needs to watch his temper or something, but that's sort of not fair. If he just had an argument and then walks into a room and she's like, "Hi, I'm Jackie, I'm an American, and I wear a little tie," and he's like, okay.
I get it.
Then
you don't sound
fine.
like Katharine Hepburn at all. And she's like, "The loons, Norman?" No.
One more link.
I must act on thought and fact.
I feel like that's okay, but I was like confused as to... I mean, I know they're fighting because they're on opposite sides of this thing, but I forget if there was a specific argument with the major this is referring to. But I'm not... I'm
don't
sure
know.
that was said and I forgot. Or didn't pay attention. Oh,
Was it
back
about
with
the
shrimp
security?
chips.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, it probably is about this.
What's a shrimp chip? What's a shrimp chip?
Like a shrimp flavored chip, I assume. What's a shrimp chip?
What's a shrimp chip? Is it a shrimp prawn cocktail flavored chip? Or is it shrimp like fried, like sort of squished down like a patty and fried? Like a chicken nugget?
There's a lot of shrimp going around.
Just full of shrimp.
I assumed it was a chip that tastes like shrimp. Yeah. The spirit of the shrimp.
Wow. Okay.
You know, like Spirit of the Cimarron?
Okay.
I forget what podcast. Maybe it was My Brother and Me, where they were like, the fun thing about maybe it was Flophouse? I forget. They were like, the fun thing about the movie Stallion Spirit of the Cimarron is that you can take any of the words in any order and it's just as much of a movie title. Like, the Spirit of the Stallion Cimarron, Cimarron, the stallion of the spirit. Like, it all makes sense
Uh-huh.
to like, no degree.
That's funny.
1/4 inch thick. Oh yeah. Major involved in working. Oh no, we tried that.
I bet we get a link up Ernesto and Margot because they talked a lot about each other. Or Margot talked a lot about Ernesto.
I like the way this is written. The major is abusive. Confirmed.
Confirmed. Ernesto has business connections with the family. Ernesto's fond of Cassandra. And then can you link that to Cassandra more than a friend to Ernesto?
Ernesto is fond of Cassandra. To this one, Cassandra more than a friend to Ernesto?
Yeah, I don't know
I cannot
though.
see the logic in this.
No.
Perhaps.
Shrimp Valanche. Now, is that related to Bruce Valanche? Anyone? Bruce Valanche. Major involved in the workers' strikes.
I chose to ignore it.
This will not get me any closer to.
Do you like a thick chip, Laura? Like a thick, hard chip? I think, if I'm honest, I prefer a flakier chip.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Like a Pringles or a Lay's. But I like a wavy chip.
Oh, yeah. I think those are fine. I just don't like a really, like you know, normally the kettle is too thick for me, but this was okay.
Yeah.
Aw.
Soft shrimp.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's okay, too, because when they get inflated like that, they're still kind of thin and crispy. You know? I just don't like it when it's hard to bite into it. It's a single shot shrimp, Dad. Rydash catches a football from off screen. You know, it's a single soft shrimp, Dad. Go on,
It's tough
shrimp.
being a single.
I never thought I'd date again.
Oh,
until I found shrimp.
I revealed my tie-dye pants. Do you guys think this is a good outfit?
Wait, let's see that again.
I wear tie-dye pants. It's my tie-dye pants.
Oh, okay, that works. That works with that dress. How's the bruise doing? Yeah, honestly, it looks like your pants are a picture of your bruise copied over and over.
Matching my bruise. To be fair, usually during these streams, I keep on whatever shirt I wore for work, but I do put on pajama pants.
Yeah, same.
I don't know if that's ever come up before, but I'm always wearing pajama pants.
You're lucky I'm wearing pants at all. Bacon leggings.
I wish they were bacon leggings. They're just kind of like tie-dye or maybe watercolor. Someone told me it's, I don't know. I don't know if I can tell the difference between them. I think, but we're talking motives. So focus on motives. What are who do you think has a motive so far, Ryan? Don't just click.
Well,
just not even look at the options. Maybe eliminate this from your brain.
Okay.
And just think about motives. Gideon has a motive, for sure.
Gideon has a motive because the guy hates him. Although it doesn't feel like that it was working. It's not like she was reconsidering the marriage.
This is the Ryan one. That's the Ryan one.
Oh, with the raspberry? Is it good? Man, I like a weird filling. Is Ajita-y? Yeah, I get that. Little Ajita. Okay. What are we doing? So Gideon can be upset at the major for trying to break up the marriage, and also because he's been leeching off the family for so long. Kind of a thin excuse, but I'll take it. Hugo can be upset at the major because he was working against him in the union negotiations.
Yeah.
Jackie, I don't think has a strong motive. Margot,
unless you secretly flirt.
Sure.
Which is what I would like to call right now.
They don't seem to look much alike, and they have very different accents. But
yeah, correct.
Okay.
And yet,
throw that out.
I remain hopeful.
Understood. Margot could be upset that he was abusing her friend. Ernesto doesn't like the Major that much, but doesn't have a clear motive that I can see.
Well, except that he was abusing the woman of his dreams.
Oh, yeah. I guess so.
Do you not consider love a motive, Ryan?
You're
Are
right.
you so hard-hearted that you could never think of murdering a Major for the woman you love from afar?
Fine, I'll murder a Major just to prove it. Yeah, I guess I forgot about the love angle. I just was thinking they were already working together. But
it is weird that they're working together. Honestly, that's more suspicious.
Yeah.
Maybe they're working together because the Major like bullied him into it somehow.
Yeah. Well, along those lines, can we connect Major involved in the worker strike to? Oh no, I guess we can't.
Yeah. Because like paying him for security at the factory, that's also like a real suspicious.
Yeah, it could be its own blackmail situation.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Zach is.
How does blackmail get the name blackmail?
I think, it's like you get regular mail that's great, and then this is some blackmail. It's bad mail. It's a mail that says I'm gonna owe you some money. I think that's accurate. And then Zach, I don't see a clear motive. Oh, but Zach in the chat, I do. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
Like, we know Zach didn't like the Major, but I don't see how he gets anything from killing him.
Oh, blackmail is a Scottish term.
Oh.
From mail, M-A-L, mal, which was a tribute or rent.
Oh, like a rent you would pay to somebody to like stay on their land or something?
Protection money levied by Scottish chiefs.
I mean, protection, quote
Tribute
unquote.
paid to men allied with criminals as protection against the pillage.
Yeah.
I see. So it's that sort of mafioso protection money. It's the same idea.
Right. I mean, you're paying so something bad doesn't happen. That they would essentially retaliate if you didn't pay, and that's the same concept.
Yeah, and you're paying the people who are going to do the bad thing too.
Right.
The people who walk up and are like, sure hope nothing happens to you. You're like, well, you could just not do it then.
Don't do it.
But where does the black part come where?
Black just means sort of bad,
Oh.
right? In a lot of old.
Yeah, I guess there was a term of white money because of the silver coins.
Oh.
It was like money given in good faith. So black was considered just sort of the opposite of good money.
Interesting.
But that doesn't seem to be people. That's just something people are proposing. It's unclear the exact etymology of the black part of it. Although I think you're right. I think people just associate black with like,
dark, evil,
doom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Secret. Black ops.
Black magic.
Right. Interesting that that I guess it's obvious in retrospect that their mail, like correspondence, has nothing to do with it.
I know, right? But in my head, yeah, it's black mail. Oh, that's interesting.
Okay. Gideon and Zachariah's quarrel. Gideon hesitant to mention past with the Major.
Hey Zach, how's your snacks doing?
Come, my little Grace.
How's your Friday snack? How's your snack straps doing?
We have
had a bit of a bougie snack chat. We have had a boozy snack chat. I'm drinking from the bottle sparkling apple grape juice.
Yep.
Because I didn't go get a glass. Martinelli brand, the best of the brands. I have a fancy Godiva chocolate box from Belgium.
Ooh.
Not really from a grocery store, but they said that they're Belgium. And then I have sour candies that you can make into a little machine man. That's what I've got for snack chat. That's all you've missed. Oh, Ryan's got an oven that cooks things by itself. There's a smart oven and he scans things.
Right. I cooked Totino's pizza rolls in my new smart toaster oven, which was amazing. And what else did I have? Oh, and I had these pepperoncini chips and some flaming hot Cool Ranch Doritos that were just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
That's our snack chat.
I've heard of that about Black Trim for Death Notices. I've heard that. Why is a Red Letter Day
Oh, is that
good?
interesting? That's interesting.
I feel like I knew why Red Letter Day was good at some point in my life.
I thought it was the newspaper. Like when there was a big exciting announcement, they put it in red text.
Oh,
but
maybe.
did I invent that?
That I like. And you were involved in a class action lawsuit against MacGyver? Of course you were. And the vampire lived forever, 1,000 stories.
I bet Anne definitely trained with Bruce Wayne at some point and has signed an NDA not to talk about it. Is this true?
Some would say a lucky
Not all
guess.
Godiva's chocolate is
I
from
would
Belgium?
say a moment
Belgium?
of genius.
All right, it was another simple one. Zach resents Gideon, but he's
Oh,
also
triple
defensive.
berry cheesecake flavor. Yum. Oh, that's interesting. I always like am a little mad when we just connect two things on the same spoke. It feels like, well, that's not how this should work.
Yeah, but we get something new out of it. That makes sense. But I agree. Okay, so now we can talk to some people about the contradictions in their statements. Is it a check for like 60 cents, Anne, or is it like real money? You can't talk. I know you can't talk about Batman. Not since the accident. It's too warm in here, I say.
More questions? I suppose so.
You're up, Ernesto. More questions. I'm going to do the monster mash.
Oh. It says that important days were marked in red ink as far back as the Roman Republic in
On calendars?
506 BC. Yeah, on calendars.
So like a holiday, like a time off from work would be a red letter.
Yeah. I guess so. Invention of the printing press, many calendars still included special days such as festivals as holidays in red instead of black ink. In the UK, they were sometimes called Scarlet Days.
Scarlet Days. It's real Scarlet Day.
Scarlet Days. But that's not quite the same I mean, surely those are related, but I kind of want to know.
Zach, I feel like it is weird to have like something cold that is called hot chocolate. But it is interesting because I think like cocoa, the cocoa flavor of a hot chocolate, I feel like it does taste different from just chocolate. Like even if it's cold, there's still something different about the taste of hot chocolate as compared to just regular chocolate taste.
It is, and I can never. Maybe that's just psychosomatic, but I agree with you.
Well, who was it in the chat that had? Was it Rydash who had like some kind of hot chocolate flavored something, and we said the same thing, and he said it tasted like malted, and I was like, that makes sense. Like it's more of a malty.
Oh, yeah.
Let me know when you're done looking because we got to get into the hotness with Ernesto about Cassandra.
Okay, I can't find. That seems to be the only etymology of Red Letter Day in my brief Google search.
I'm satisfied.
Okay.
Mademoiselle Conrad was quick to talk of your hidden feelings towards her, perhaps only hidden to Madame Van den Bosch herself.
What has this got to do with the Major's death? Does Cassandra know you have spoken to others about this? I have only tried to help her.
I'm merely asking the question. There's no reason to panic. Or, I'm not accusing you of anything, but if you continue to avoid the question, I may think there's in fact something you're hiding. I like the second. What do you think?
I think second one.
Never had Baskin Robbins. It's pretty good.
There may be some feelings there.
Oh.
But Madame Van den Bosch does not know of them. And I trust that it will remain
Everyone
that
else does,
way.
buddy.
Probably does know.
Merci for your cooperation.
Oh, Ernesto. Can't you just be nice to your workers and then we'd all be happy about you?
Yeah.
Wow, so you've never had Baskin Robbins or Ben & Jerry's. Because you've got Brahms. You don't need anything else.
I guess, but isn't the world an amazing flavor experience that you have to try a little bit of everything?
Yeah. We gotta go to Brahms. Ryan, when we start touring, which is like any moments now.
Yeah.
Any moment.
It'll be later tonight.
Our huge fan base.
Mhm.
We got it. First stop will be in Kansas City so we can go to Brahms.
I agree.
We're gonna do a show from inside the Brahms. We're gonna order chicken and French fries and a milkshake, probably.
Ah,
That's my
great.
order. And
I
you gotta
want
bring
filet
your laptop.
mignon and a hard-boiled egg and entertainer Sammy Davis Jr.
Okay. That's probably on the menu. We don't know. We've never been.
Here's a song I wrote about. Whoa, Kansas City.
Okay.
Gonna get my baby some Brahms. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's
pretty good, actually.
Kansas City. Gonna get my baby some Brahms. Whoa, yeah.
Okay,
It's been a long, long time since my baby's had Brahms.
You know what? You sold me on it.
Oh, God, I'd love to do Snack Chat from Disney World. Think of that.
My time with the guests is complete. For tonight, at least.
Disney, bad food, good snacks.
Yeah, that's fair, I think.
Do you know who killed Major Hagen?
Well, no.
I am afraid it is not as simple as that. There are many steps that lead to the truth. I must think on everything I have heard this evening and dissect the truths from the lies. Merci for your assistance this evening. Au revoir.
Man.
131 Brahms? Gotta get in on it. Oh. Ooh, it's a coconut one.
You've been more into coconut lately, right?
Mm-hmm. Pretty good. I've officially eaten all the dark chocolate ones because they're my least favorite. So you start with it so that you can end with the good ones.
Right, you power through. You eat them all, of course. You don't leave them, but...
No, I ate them all, sure, but
yeah.
I didn't like them as much.
I was like, well, I can't wait till I get the ones I love. Okay, so he's sort of summarizing everybody hated the major. This is the opportunity to think about everything. In my room, which is mine.
Are we going to take off our shoes and, like, spread out on the bed?
Oh, I hope so. And we say, Archibald, bring me a sundae with a chocolate.
Yeah. A setine?
Okay, reach a conclusion based on what you've said so far.
A tisane? What is it? Tea he has? A tisane?
What? What do you mean?
He orders he has a specific
the little
tea.
drink he likes.
Yeah, and it's called like a tisane or a
Isn't that like
it's not settee. That's a chair.
Yeah. Isn't that the like the liqueur that he likes?
Let's see.
Oh yeah, Zach, we know all about that. Ash and I grew up with allergies.
Tisane, pronounced T-zan, is an infusion of fragrant herbs, fruit, bark, flowers, and spices that is steeped or simmered in hot water.
Oh, so it's the tea. He's not the like stuff he orders at a bar.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes he'll go to a bar and everyone's having like a beer and he'll have like a little green shot or something. It's like
yeah.
But okay, this is different. Sorry, what were you saying? It's a popular something?
It's a popular alternative to caffeinated tea.
Oh, so it's not caffeine.
And apparently you can buy it from the literary tea company. You can buy Hercule Poirot's tisane.
Well. Whoever's like in charge of the Christie estate is pretty marketing savvy.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're on a new mind map. We are looking for the most likely suspect out of everybody so far. So we have most.
I
of
know
this
the
is old
feeling of eating
information.
too many chips that your mouth hurts. I understand that.
Yeah. I kind of am doing. I did the same thing. And I'm not really quite to mouth hurt level, but.
Yeah.
But is the tea good?
You can drink tea not from tea leaves. That's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Okay, so we know most of this stuff already. Probably.
Reach a conclusion based on what we have learnt so far.
Hugo, Ernesto, and Jackie confirm each other's alibis. Gideon, Zachariah, and Margot's alibis confirm each other. Jackie claims Margot's.
I gotta say, I'm officially a little. I think there's like just 2 notches too many of these mind maps.
Yeah,
I think.
I would like more talking to people, and
Yeah.
maybe one less mind map.
Or like finding clues, you know?
Yes, not just hearing about them. I guess we did
Yeah.
that with the looking at the room thing. We did that. I think the mind map is like the game, which is maybe like not as like laugh out loud fun as I thought it might be. It's cool. And it's weird that it's interesting that the default setting is for that helper thing to be on, where it's like,
Yeah.
if you don't see it right away, that's okay. You know, they clearly sort of got that note.
Yeah. They want
You
you
know.
to work through it a little more quickly. Yeah. You guys are here for the laugh out loud enjoyment.
I know.
That's your job to make it laugh out loud.
I know. Yeah. What do you guys think of the game so far? Is it there not enough goof opportunities? Oh, sorry. Laura's here to provide the goof opportunities. Now, I definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Laura, go ahead. Go ahead, Laura. Just make it fun.
Got Please, the floor is yours. I'm liking the game 87%.
Yeah, I think that's about accurate. I like the setup. I like the characters. I like the story and the intrigue. I think you are right that this mind map thing is not always as obvious as I would love it to be.
It's just a little tedious. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm putting things together that make something obvious. And like, for example, this round is now us just like basically rehashing. Now we're just putting things we've learned together, like
Yeah.
separate mind maps together, sort of.
Right.
Hmm.
You guys hear about this? This kid's name? Hercule Poirot. He's a little guy, and it's his birthday, and somebody dies. He's a little guy. Yeah, I agree. Like, I would like to make these same deductions talking to Hastings.
Yeah.
Perhaps, or maybe a little more focused, like, just show me the section of the map for a couple of deductions at a time. So it's like,
Yeah.
now we're going to talk about how Zach and Gideon are related to each other, and all the same information from their spokes is there, but
Yeah.
my attention is more focused. That would probably be what I would. That's my note.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Would that make it easier? Too easy, I wonder?
Easier for sure. I think it could stand to be slightly easier because it seems like at some point they got that same note, and their solution was to just highlight the stuff you're supposed to connect. But I think I would feel better.
Yeah, I guess.
If I could at least do it myself, but on a smaller scale. I don't know. Maybe it would be too easy.
Yeah. I feel like they're making us go from A to B, from B to C, from C to D. And
Yeah.
sometimes I can already go from A to D.
Right. Yeah, and I agree. It's kind of. I mean, I don't mind the mind map format really, but it's not always obvious, sort of what the point they're making is. We could always turn those hints back on, but yeah. Yes. And your job is to do guitar riffs for Laura now. You hear about this guy? Apparently Congress. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, but if everyone is bored, it's useful information. Knowing that we can definitely like turn those things on or whatever. So it is a little bit more fun to watch. But
I'm not bored, but I get to like this, which I think is our like third or fourth we did in a row, and I'm like, okay, I'm no longer looking forward to this mind map.
Agreed. Like I want a little bit more. I feel like the reward for the mind map should be learning something new that's startling, and the things that every time we learn something in this last session anyway, we go and talk to the person about like, aha, and they're like, I said what I'll say again, and that's all I'll say, and it's like, okay, we didn't.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
It's not like that thing about he's like, my brother doesn't drink. Like that's good. I want more of that.
That's good. Or like proving where the lie was. I like that. Right. I kind of maybe wanted that in a different visual format, but maybe just my brain. But yeah. Good night, guest. Sleepy tight.
Guest. Have a great night. Thanks for coming. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like reading comprehension.
Oh, Laura. And now you tell me. It's a very good. That's a good Letterman / Leno riff tone. also, Anne's response of like helping the joke only a slight amount is a perfect band leader response.
I guess. Happy Friday.
Okay, you guys keep it going. Jackie wants information. Okay, Hugo has dirt in the major. Jackie wants information from Hugo. I feel like we wanted to connect those before. Now I feel like we should connect them.
Yeah.
What a revelation.
Boom. Weird that we couldn't do it before when we had already thought about it. Jackie pushing for dirt on the major. I hardly know it.
Yeah, like what are we doing here? This is just sort of the same mind map, but everyone's in different places.
Yeah, basically. It's a little weird. Jackie pushing for dirt. Gideon hesitant to mention pass with the major. Maybe that's connected to this dirt.
I cannot see the logic in this.
And now having to write out a guitar riff. It's really funny to me.
This is the best chat in the world. Ernesto fronting money for
I'm not even.
What were you saying?
I'm not even like processing it. I can't quite see.
Do you want me to slow down or look at a particular section? Or do you want me to just power through?
What are we supposed to do? Reach a conclusion based on what you've learned so far.
I think we're supposed to come out with here's who we think right now is the most likely suspect.
It's the number one suspect?
Yeah.
Well, then the salon, they must be showing us the salon because Zach leaves. Is that why?
Maybe. I don't see anything up here. Yeah, no, I see this, but I don't see anything up here about Zach that is about him leaving. Well, what if we say brothers are unlikely to cooperate, which means that they're probably not lying for each other? About their alibis?
I must act on thought.
What late night show is it that all of Laura's jokes are duck based? Is it a Duckster.com talk show?
Yeah, she's sponsored from Ducksters.com.
The funny thing is, when Allard turned 50, we threw him a 50th birthday party and did it at the style of a late night talk show, and I hosted it and did jokes just like this about Allard. So it was exactly
that's fun.
like what Laura's doing, yeah.
That's really fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Oh, thank you, Right Ash. That's wild, Laura. Imagine it.
It's wild. Imagine it.
No, this is a fresh take. This is the fresh take, Laura. What if these two go together?
Magnifique.
All the guests have at least one other guest to confirm their alibis. I noticed that too. All the guests have at least, yeah, okay. That's another one where it's like, yeah, I know, I didn't have to connect.
Yeah, we did that. We did that already.
Right.
That's what that whole other mind map was about.
Yeah, remember that?
There's something about this like constant scrolling, and maybe it's because I'm not controlling it. You know,
Yeah.
maybe I'm losing some of it. But there's must be a better visual way to do this.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, I know part of it's probably because you're not controlling it, and I'm just like looking at a small section, and be like nothing here, and I'm kind of like doing this probably annoyingly.
Yeah.
But if you zoom it all the way out, like it seems like you could zoom it out and make the font bigger so you could actually read everything.
Yeah.
I could also play it at a lower resolution. That actually might help things a little bit, although it would be smaller for me.
No. You don't need to fix it. But like, I kind of want like a Poirot, old-timey Poirot. In a weird way, I think that those Sherlock games did a better version of like creating visual contraptions that like visualized. You know, like I kind of want all of them on like little cards or something, and I like slide them around.
For
or something.
The Holmes like Crimes and Punishment game that has the same format. I don't remember it being difficult this way. I remember it being like everything could fit on one screen that you were working on at a time, which is kind of what I'm saying. Like, let's say it was just Hugo and Jackie, and it's like, okay, what do we know about them? And we would connect these two, and it's like, great. And then it's like, it's still in the same mind. It's like zooms out, and now we see that hole, and then we zoom into another small part of it, and it's like, just work on this. Even if you did all the parts you could do. So like, because most of the time, in everything we've done, we've been connecting things that were next to each other anyway, because of the way, like, they laid them out there on purpose. So like, go through, do the low-hanging fruit, and then at the end, you zoom out to the whole map, and you go, okay, now you only have 2 left, and it's across the whole map.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that would probably feel satisfying.
Yeah, that'd be
and
cool.
You would, get to it quicker.
Yeah.
Okay. Margot claims the letter was merely advice. It sounds more like a threat. Jackie claims Margot's hiding something.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally...
The letter she sent protecting Cassandra was threatening, and Jackie seems unable to determine her secret. Still don't seem super related, those two. Margot's motive, protection?
What were those two? Margot...
Jackie claims Margot is hiding something, and Margot's letter to the Major, which was a threat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then what we got out of that
How
was
would Jackie know
Margot's...
about that?
Right. Margot's motive, protection. The letter she sent protecting Cassandra was threatening. Jackie seems unable to determine her secret. Yeah, I still don't feel like those are super in an obvious way. Okay, we got 2 more. I'm gonna pretend I'm playing my version of the game. Let's look at just these 2.
Yeah, do that.
Gideon hesitant to mention past with Major. Gideon wrote the letter. What about Gideon wrote the letter, which was like, watch out for Hugo, and Hugo lied about his temper?
Yeah.
I must take a different approach if I...
Laura, I didn't know they split up. That's so sad.
Is this like when Barbie and Ken split up?
Yeah. What about Jackie pushing for dirt on the Major? Oh, no. And Gideon hesitant to mention past with
But you could do Gideon wrote the letter.
Gideon wrote the letter and Jackie pushing for dirt?
Maybe.
Order and method.
No luck there. These 2 came pre-connected with brothers are unlikely to cooperate, which feels like it should go somewhere. What about brothers are unlikely to cooperate connected to our new thing, which is all alibis confirmed? So, like, they probably have a true alibi.
This will not get me any closer.
No luck there. He claims not to be close to his brother, but still seeks to withhold information about him. Zachariah resents Gideon. Zach is repressing something? He's compensating for something with his consumption of alcohol.
That's going to be like his time in the war. Because Poirot also said, like, he doesn't seem to be able to get past his time in World War One.
Yeah, agreed.
Which is fair.
I must take a different approach if I am to...
Gideon's trying to start negotiations with Hugo lied about his temper, making the negotiations
I
hard.
cannot see the logic in this. Perhaps a second...
Oh gosh, Anne. Doing your own little riff. Ernesto has tried to intimidate the Major in his letter. Ernesto cares for Cassandra. The Major involved in the worker strikes. Ernesto fronting money for house. I mean, the threats and the caring could be related to get us a motive.
Things are beginning to become clear.
Oh, okay.
Blinded by love and greed, he may have struck down his opposition. Ernesto's motive, jealousy. And you knew it was going to happen. Okay.
So does everyone have a motive now?
No. Hugo... Well, I don't know. Let's see.
What's
Hugo
the thing we
invited-
got? Jackie pushing him.
Yeah, Jackie pushing for dirt on Major. Hugo lied about his temper. Hugo invited by Gideon. What's this one? Hugo and Gideon have worked together, and it was Gideon that invited him here. Connect with the dirt.
Come, my little grey cells.
Come, my lady.
Is there
Doesn't
something
seem right, but I just wanted to... I love this. I love that we're still in the world of the talk show bit. And then I assume Rydash still in that world, just screaming balls in the corner. Balls! Okay. Well, Jackie and Hugo don't have motives, but they're a little harder. Yeah, and then Anne becomes popular on like a sitcom, and so she comes back to guest, and it's a little awkward. Sorry, Rydash. I failed.
Didn't play as well as I hoped.
Note to self. Okay, Margot has a motive. Ernesto has a motive. Zach and Gideon need motives, or at least Gideon.
If something needs to be connected up here.
Gideon wrote the letter, which was a threat, and Gideon doesn't want to mention his past with the Major.
Another success.
Oh!
Gideon's motive, retribution. His history with the Major combined with threats to his well-being definitely show intent. Okay, that was everybody. So, the only people we ended up with solid motives were Margot, Ernesto, and Gideon, which does feel accurate to what we were saying. Like, Hugo hates the Major, but it seems kind of minor. Jackie barely knows the Major.
He doesn't benefit from the death. Okay.
Yeah, and Zach doesn't really benefit.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Is Hugo Florette in a bad wig and hat?
Yes, and he's been Florette through their whole sibling relationship.
Yeah. No, Hugo.
Oh, sorry, Hugo. Yes.
Entrez.
All right, someone's at the door.
Oh, he's gotta like rebutton it.
I'm sorry I did not
Finally!
join you in the salon as requested.
Yeah, come on, Angeli.
Please, mademoiselle. There is no need to apologize.
I was with Maman in her room. She would not allow anyone to see it, but I could see she was terribly upset.
Most understandable.
Do you have any suspicions as to who could have killed him?
Or should we call a doctor? Or maybe more police officers?
Maybe
Should we ask people not to leave?
Forensics team or
If you
I'm
were
afraid my
at if you were at an
suspicion is
engagement
extended
party and
across
someone gets
all of the
murdered, would you
party's
request?
guests.
Would you leave? I think I might leave.
Well, yeah. I mean, unless I was specifically told to not leave, I would probably leave.
Yeah.
I don't
In
wanna
this
hang around.
situation, when nobody's like taking charge, really. Are you like,
Yeah.
okay, tell the police I'm happy to answer questions, but I'm out of here.
Right. It's not like a car crash, right, where you legally have to stay. Is there some rule about that? I don't know.
I don't know.
Um,
You don't want to be charged with a murder and run?
yeah, seriously. Okay.
While it seems as though their alibis all corroborate one another's, the disdain and hostility towards the Major makes them rife with motive.
I know there was some bad blood between the Major and some of the guests, but not enough to kill him, surely. She may seem tough on the exterior, but she's really quite kind when you get to know her.
Who?
Ooh, yeah, that was a weird
Margot?
switch in the middle of that sentence.
The Countess?
Cassandra?
She is
Oh,
a
he doesn't know either.
formidable force I would not want to come up against.
Don't be silly, detective. She wouldn't hurt a soul. Jacqueline, I mean.
Oh, she's talking about Jackie, reporter.
Okay.
Mademoiselle
That's a
Conrad.
weird segue.
She was in fact the least suspicious until now.
I assume that's who you were talking about, detective, after what happened between them.
New motive. A warrant.
That is a story I have.
New motive. To come and see. We got a motive for the Jackie.
I got a reason to kill you, and you'll see. I tried to do like plus up yours, and it was worse.
She must have told you about the piece she was writing on us, about Gideon's work and our marriage.
Oh, I don't think.
Did you invite her
Somehow,
to
that was the only
party?
thing she did not mention.
That's strange.
Strange.
I thought that is what she would have started the conversation with. Well, she had come to the house to interview me, and when I entered the library, she was there with Felix amid a rather heated conversation.
Oh, so she wasn't invited, basically. She just showed up.
She was invited to cover the wedding.
Oh, well,
Just
she came to
like
interview- Okay,
Just like in Philadelphia Story.
I see.
Do you know what this conversation regarded?
And I'm sure other references, but that's the one I thought of first.
I'm afraid not, but Felix was quite enraged. He picked up an envelope from the table and stormed out, slamming the door behind him.
And Mademoiselle Conrad?
She was equally heated in the moment. She had a few choice words for him that I wouldn't care to repeat. Better, thank you, detective. She's resting in her room. It is the best place for her.
I agree. Keep that woman away from me.
And you, Mademoiselle?
Who had some choice words? What was that? Missed that part.
Jackie and the Major had a dust up.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure. It is a rather surreal feeling. I did not think I would miss him like I do.
It is understandable. He has been a close friend to your
Yes,
maman for many years.
And to me, detective. We had grown close. After father's passing, he was always there for me. And now, he's gone as well.
Is she saying she liked the Major? No.
She didn't think she would be sad, but now it's sort of melancholy in retrospect, I guess.
You must try and not think on it like that.
Yes, remember he sucked.
It is easier said than done, detective.
I have no doubt, but you can be assured the culprit will not remain at large for long. You have my word.
If you were in my position, who would be at the top of your suspect list?
I'm sorry, but I just can't imagine any of them committing such a heinous crime.
Except you definitely
It can often
implicated
be
Jackie.
hard to look past
Instantly.
one's personal feelings for someone.
Although it's the only
and see
person
their
wasn't
flaws.
her friend.
It's not that, detective. It's just they have known each other for years. Why would any of them act now?
That's a good point. It's a good point.
What if there's something in the will about her getting married? know?
Interesting.
Something weird like that.
Yeah.
Where somebody knew about that and they had to do something to someone before she got married.
Yeah.
I was under the impression the Major had merely a business relationship with some of the guests.
That's true. But those invited know each other, some of them for years. They may not seem like it, but some are even friends. I should return to my room now, detective.
This
It
is
has
weird. It
been a
feels like we should have
trying
had
day
this
for us all.
conversation before we investigated everyone.
Kinda, yeah.
Oui, mademoiselle. I am afraid tomorrow may bear a resemblance, but I will not stop until I have found his killer.
Is someone else gonna get murdered tonight?
Hope so. I am agreeing with you more and more that, like, somebody needs to come in and explain why these people are, like, trapped here, don't leave, don't call the police.
I am certainly
Yeah.
glad you are here, detective.
All I
When
need is
and
like
where
a
detective is
hand
required.
wave
Yeah.
of
That
like the
is where I
storm's
shall
getting
be.
bad.
Yeah.
Bonne nuit, mademoiselle.
Maybe it's just
Phone
supposed
lines
to
are
be
down and
assumed.
roads are blocked.
Maybe we missed it? I don't know.
Maybe we just in Belgium historically, old murders were investigated by one person in a house, and then in a series of mornings, and then the police department gives you like 3 mornings, and then by the end you have to have a good suspect.
Yep. And if you're not, you're all arrested.
hmm
But sometimes you can get a punch card, and if it's your 10th investigation, you get an extra morning, which is nice.
Okay, that does make sense.
Because then you can be like, well, I'm just going to sleep in today. I'll solve the murder eventually.
Yeah. Everybody, this is a lion.
This is a lion. This is a lion. I think he killed him. Okay,
Looking at the guests together and not individually. Okay.
I have a different way to mind map it now. Okay, it's the one we were just looking at. Angeline says Jackie bumped heads with the Major. Weird way to put it. A confrontation occurred between Jackie and the Major. Is her hatred for the Major seated deeply, I wonder? We know she was pushing for dirt on the Major.
Some would say a lucky guess.
I doubted Jackie's involvement, but now I'm dubious of her innocence.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Now I have all the motives from the guests. Well, Jackie's motive is just Jackie seems suspicious, which is a little light. Okay.
Yeah, that's not a motive. That's a tone.
Where's the Major? I now have all the motives from the guests. Who is under suspicion? Major.
Oh, we're gonna connect. Okay.
Guests have known each other for years. Well, I guess I don't know how they want us to do this. Should we connect the motives to the center like this?
Order and method. That is.
But you only have one more connection to make, so is it supposed to be like reach a conclusion based on what you have learned so far? So you're.
I wonder if this connects to all alibis confirmed.
Things are beginning to become clear.
Ah.
I don't know who I can trust or whose stories I can believe. Are the guests innocent? All guests are suspicious. So the conclusion was just that anybody... Oh, there's one more, though. Well, all guests are suspicious, but don't forget, Ashley, the guests have known each other for years.
Magnifique.
Anne's saying that your audio is getting a little low, but mine and the game is fine. But she's not sure if it's not just her.
Check.
Or if the robot did it.
Maybe I just wasn't close enough to my mic. Is that possible, or is it something else?
Can you speak up, Ryan? Can you be on voice, Ryan?
They call me Cuban Pete. I'm the master of the Poirot beats.
Oh!
I'm finding clue after clue, clue after clue, clue after clue.
He did it! It worked!
Is this better, Anne, or not? I think I'm on my regular settings I usually am on for this. Maybe not.
We'll see how it goes and see what people say.
Yeah, I'm looking at my... Well, I guess I am a little low, huh? What if I turn this up?
Are you just a little low, Ryan?
I'm a little low.
Just having a little bit of a low day.
My robot oven did do it. Oh. Okay. Now I doubt how trustworthy their stories may be. Okay. Yeah, maybe so. Let me know if it's still a problem. That's the kind of thing I want to know. There's no physical way one of the guests could have killed the Major and returned to the party, unless that is where I'm mistaken and it's not one guilty party I should be looking for, rather multiple. Objective complete.
I mean, okay. It would have to be everyone in one of those rooms.
Yeah, I mean, there's a set of 3 and a set of 3. Yeah.
Isn't it much more likely that he was murdered earlier?
Yeah, that makes sense too. I mean, we last saw him. I guess we did ask everybody for their movements, like right after the fight, which is last time he was in public. But wait a minute.
Or there's a secret passage.
Yes, I like that. From the hall bathroom that Zach was in.
Yeah.
Ghost Dunk subscribe.
Oh, Ghost Dunk and Laura, those people have subscribed today. Ghost Dunk and Laura, those people have subscribed today. Ghost Dunk and Laura, the people have subscribed today.
Sort of looking for an off ramp on this one.
The next time it's going to be different.
Oh.
Ghost Dunk and Laura, those people have subscribed today.
It wasn't different, was it?
It wasn't just different as I thought. No checking. Ghost Dunk.
No, that's fine. You know what? That's fine. Thank you, Ghost Dunk. Yes, a whole year of mystery. Yeah, right. All three of you guys, I guess, were all renewing because you were all, years anniversary buds, as Anne says, which is great.
Oh, thank you. I can't even believe it.
I know.
I can't even believe it.
Okay.
Okay. And Laura, people have subscribed today.
It seems like it's the same again.
Ghost Dunk.
Nope, I didn't need another take of it. All right.
Subscribe today.
Yeah. Okay.
Ghost Dunk.
Oh, all right, it's still going a little bit. I see.
Subscribe today. This is what you signed up for somehow.
Yeah.
For a year of it. I'm so sorry. I wish we could get you out of this. I'm so sorry.
I wish we could somehow get you out of this.
I wish we could.
It's not gonna happen. Ooh, a close up. Ooh, someone's on the grounds.
Cutscene. What?
Somebody was outside in the snow, I guess. Chapter 5.
Footprints.
The secret.
Okay, now we did this last time. Do we want to end here or keep going? Because last time we were like, we need to end here, and then we kept going, and then we kind of forgot what we had done.
Yeah.
Although it is midnight Eastern time. But Ghost Dunk just got here.
Yeah, Ghost Dunk did just get here, though. He did just subscribe.
Let's see what's next. Investigate the Major's involvement with the blackmail.
How the Major was involved with the blackmail eludes me for now. Once I've confirmed whether he was the author or the recipient, I can consider my next step my investigation. Right, because remember, he had a blackmail note, too.
How was our next objective not go find out who was stalking outside in the snow?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Fair enough. All right.
Where did we put the body? In like an ice chest or something?
That's a good question. Can I
Okay,
leave?
Ghost Dunk's about to put you to sleep.
Hey guys, I'm out. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for dropping by. It implies that we will get to go outside, though. What if we speak with these two guys, and then it looks like it says we can go outside, and that'd be a good place to save, outside.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Good morning, Detective. You slept well?
You slept well?
Oh, it's the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've been sick all week, Ghost Dunk. I'm sorry.
I was hoping for at least a moment of pleasant slumber, but alas,
The
it was not to
gentleman's
be.
objective.
Finding the Major's
Are you
killer
feeling
is
better
the
there,
only
Ghost Dunk?
thing that will put my mind at ease.
Hope it's not
In that
COVID.
case, Detective, what can I do to help?
What can I do to help?
Yeah, I feel better.
What can I do?
Okay.
Oh, can I go to bed?
Sounds like you said kegels and butter.
Maybe I did.
Okay.
We don't know Archie's life.
The first question is about the shadow, Ashley. So don't worry. We're asking about it.
Okay.
In
The shadow?
snow. If
Shadow
someone was
knows.
out there, we'd have another body on our hands.
I realize how strange it sounds. I would not
It's
believe
Miss
it myself
Piggy!
if I had not seen it with
She's
my own
going
eyes.
through the snow.
I can't explain it, Archie the butler. I 1 second I was looking for the next there was Miss Piggy with this costume for me.
That's the part I was hoping you'd get to. Oh, the
Staff have
costume.
reported seeing things in the dark before, but it always
Have
just turned
yourself
out to be
a
shadows.
merry
It
little
was likely
Christmas.
just your mind playing tricks.
I know. That should have been what the ghost mansion, haunted mansion Disney thing was.
Yeah.
But yeah, that special wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. It had some funny. Will Arnett was funny, but
I'm afraid our Lizzie is not well. I think the
Who?
events
Oh,
of
Elizabeth,
yesterday were too much for her.
head maid.
yeah,
We'll have to just make do
Oh yeah, we
without
haven't
her
talked to
this
her.
morning.
She's gonna know dirt.
yeah.
As Wordsworth once stated, rest and be thankful. Perhaps a chance of peace and relaxation. will work
Oh,
wonders.
there's no dear Beacon. The holly and the ivy.
She is currently eating breakfast alone in the dining room.
Why are we
It's actually
asking to
her
speak
birthday.
to people? Archie's not our
Wait,
mom.
she's
No.
with her now?
We do what we want, Archie.
I mean, we can't interrupt her meal. That would be against everything Pro stands for.
No, that'd be rude.
I would, but I'm afraid I found this morning that the telephone lines aren't working. The
Uh-huh.
snow continued through the night and must have damaged them.
Well, I guess that's a little bit of an excuse. It's kind of a late one.
Even if we could use the telephone, I don't think anyone.
We
would
don't
be able
have
to
one,
reach us.
actually.
Well, the phone lines are down, and also we don't own a phone.
In that case, it will be up to myself alone to solve the case.
All right, so they finally made the excuse.
Yeah,
of
this is
we're
like
snowed in, but it's pretty
A
late.
day late.
Yeah.
and
I'll
a
let you know
dollar
if anything
short.
changes.
Yeah.
But until some of the snow clears, enough for.
I know, it does feel like Archibald is suspicious, right?
Yeah,
We can't,
that's possible.
We can't get to a butler did it, though.
Taken care of. Master Demir and his brother, after sobering up, helped me move him into the cellar. Best place for the time being.
Maybe let's not let suspects move the body
Très
around.
bien.
Yeah,
Right,
I
now
guess.
I
Evidence?
imagine there is no reason for anyone to go down there.
Besides me, no one. Once this snow clears, we will be able to move him from the house.
Your assistance has been
To
most
where?
valuable as always.
To his own new little house.
We've got an outdoor body pit, of course, but if the snow, we can't get there.
Of course,
Trying
it's
to
a
make phone
terrible
call.
family secret to who's in there. That's why I'm blackmailing everyone.
Good morning, Detective. I hope you were comfortable last night.
I was a convertible, thank you.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. The room was more than pleasant, merci. I'm afraid my mind was not in a state to enjoy it to its full potential.
Still just the
though.
one dress. Okay.
I can't imagine any of us slept soundly last night.
Hopefully, guilt will be weighing heavily on someone's shoulders this morning.
I know, Ann. He's like, I was
That's
hiding
how
with
I
this
plan
sweater
to-
vest, but I'm the killer. Sorry.
Okay.
I feel like our timing is a little off today. Like, you know, or like.
I feel like our timing's a little off. I
Okay.
can't figure out what it is, though.
All right.
I'm sorry if I was not much help last night, Detective.
You were not much
On
help.
the contrary, your inside knowledge of the guests was of great help to my investigation.
No, it wasn't.
But
She
there
came
are
to you at
many
the
more
end of the
questions
day.
that require answers.
But she gave us the most important clue, which was maybe there was more than one person. Like, we couldn't have thought of that on our own. What do you think about this major guy? I hear everyone loves
His
him.
position? You mean about him living here?
Oui, even in a house this size, you must see a lot of each other.
I enjoyed having him here. When I was away with Gideon, it was comforting to know Maman was not alone. Although his work with Mr. Da Silva has kept him away from the house of late.
Okay.
What can you tell me about their relationship, working or otherwise?
There is not much to tell, only that there is no love lost between them.
Do you know what their business entailed?
He was always quite private about his work. I know that he was helping Mr. Da Silva with some safety matters.
I found a check addressed to the Major from Monsieur Da Silva. It noted security consulting.
So why did you
That's right,
ask?
security. With his military training, he helped Mr. Da Silva prepare for any trouble with the strikes.
Trouble with the strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, what about that blackmail letter we found?
A development? Oh, detective, I knew I could count on you.
It may not be the news you had wished for, though. Another letter has been found.
Addressed to me? I don't know how much more I can take of this.
Pardonnez-moi, mademoiselle. Although it has been written in the same manner, using similar phraseology, it was not sent for your eyes, rather the Major's. Or at least that is how it seems.
Maybe somebody wanted to make it look like the Major was being blackmailed too, but he really wasn't.
I'm sorry, detective, I don't understand.
Or
Is
the
it
Major
addressed
was
to
doing
you
the
or not?
blackmailing, and he wrote one to himself to cover his tracks.
Right.
I found it
We
in the
need
Major's study
envelopes.
yesterday while conducting my
envelopes.
preliminary search. Whether he is the author of the letter or the recipient, I am still yet to discover.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Pro's the same idea as me.
Heavens no, he could not do that.
You don't think anyone did anything?
You did not hesitate for a moment.
Why would he do such a thing?
Well, it was one
And then
moment,
to
but
send
the
a letter
game
to
did not
himself.
program it to go
It just
immediately.
doesn't make sense.
Merci for your time, mademoiselle. You are to a detective
Merci
what
for
an
your
umbrella
thoughts.
is to a traveler on a wet day.
Is this a riddle, Poirot?
What?
Useful?
Pro, are
even,
you okay?
even she's like, what?
Exactement.
Useful?
Exactement. Can we go outside? To garden.
We need to put on our little galoshes and a hat.
I
As
know.
Pro earmuffs.
Man.
Oh, we're so cold.
Archibald was literally like, if you saw somebody outside, they're dead already, Poirot. And he's just walking out without even like an overcoat.
Not his little hat.
Oop. Expensive lighter.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Is it going to
maybe-
be initials?
I don't know. Should we pick up the expensive lighter now or pick it up next week?
Yes, we should pick it up now.
All right.
Now we're finding clues in snow, Ryan. We did an hour of mind maps. You have to let me find some clues before
Yes,
bedtime. Please,
you're
Ryan.
right. Just because it's Christmas.
Okay, thanks.
A well-made lighter with the insignia of a military regiment. The Major must have dropped it.
Or it could have been either of the boys, the brothers.
That's true. Although
No, only
Zach.
Luke. Zach went to war.
Or is it Luke?
I know. What is the snow physics happening here? Like he's kind of making an imprint and kind of not.
Okay, small trail of footprints. Could be the Major. Yeah, I guess he is making impressions. Like a zigzag. Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah, it's his pants are just like full of wet snow.
Yeah, I mean, he would be truly frozen by now.
Oh.
All right. What else can we find?
Where was the person running around? By the little fountain or something?
By this fountain down here, I think. I know you can't tell, but I'm mousing over everything trying to find something that clicks on.
Hmm.
I guess we could draw something. It's Etch-a-Sketch rules. We have to connect all the lines, yeah. I don't know if it plays on the stream, but he is leaving a little trail. Fallen bird feeder. This is going to crack the case.
Ah.
No, it didn't. It didn't crack.
Okay, so someone was like in the tree.
Maybe.
Or he had a really tall hat.
Interesting. I
Yeah?
didn't think of someone in the tree. A really tall hat is also a good idea. Ashley will never miss a hat-related clue.
That's my promise.
That's the Ashley promise.
Milk bottle.
Oh.
I don't see. Am I behind him? I literally don't see anything that looks like a milk bottle anywhere in here, but luckily I moused over it.
Okay, what would you need for a milk bottle?
Oh, they were just left out to be collected, right?
Not that. That's a weird place to put them.
Well, maybe, yeah.
They would be at the back door in the kitchen.
Well, not inside, right? They're for like the guy to come get.
Yeah, but they'd still be at back the kitchen door. It wouldn't be like next to your fountain in your garden.
Oh, that was all the outside.
At least is that where you put your milk bottles, right?
Yeah, I mean, when I go back into the good old days, which I like to do, I like to put my milk outside because then it becomes a warm drink that I call Ryan's special cheese juice.
Oh, it got so bad so quickly. Did you know that there used to be a Milkman of the Year award from the Milkman's Association? This is in the United Kingdom. No? Yeah, I think it's in the United Kingdom. And the guy that won one year, he didn't just win Milkman of the Year. He won Milkman of the Millennium. And do you want to know why? Because he got to a house and the kitchen was on fire. And he used all the milk in his truck to throw it on the fire, and he put it out, I think, enough that he saved like a kid.
Wow.
He could like get to them and get the kid out. And Milkman of the Millennium. Yeah. I don't remember exactly who. I think it was a kid he saved. He saved somebody.
When did this happen?
I want to say like, I don't know, 1910 or something. I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
So these were like old glass bottles with like metal caps, and he's like breaking them or something to get the milk out.
Yeah, I think he probably must have thrown them or something, right? So they shattered.
I guess you could throw it and they would shatter, but milk bottles are pretty sturdy, from what I understood. Yeah, milk underrated as fire deterrent. Now you come home from that and you're like, oh my god, thank God, little Leroy is okay. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Now, second thing, this entire place smells like milk. We have got to move.
Truly, and like curdled, terrible milk.
Curdled, roasted milk. That's right, Ash. It's the capsaicin that'll burn your house down. Milk grenade.
UK mailman was hailed hero. Wait, let me see.
Not a bad fibbage fact. You just use the name. You're like, what's his name? You're like, George Billings was honored.
His name is Steve Leach.
Steve Leach voted the best in his profession for the entire millennium because he put out a fire with blank. And then you leave out the fact that he's a milkman. And then you're like, milk? Milkatov cocktail, Laura. I need Anne to give us a guitar riff after that one.
Can't find the year. Hold on.
There you go. Thanks, Anne.
Oh, in 2002.
What?
Were they still delivering milk in 2002?
I guess. I guess some niche places you can. I guess it's easy to get elected Milkman of the Year when there are 3 of them. Sorry, no offense to Steve.
Well, he was Milkman of the Millennium, remember?
You're right.
And maybe they still do milk delivery in the UK. They aren't driving as far as America's too big of a country.
Yeah. I guess you probably can still get milk delivered in some places of the United States. Yeah. Laura says you can.
This was in Cornwall. Milkman Hero of the Millennium by the National Dairy Association. He used 320 pints of milk.
So now that I know it's modern, he could just uncap the milk, right? These probably gets to it quicker.
Well, let me tell you this.
Oh, there's more to it.
Said he dialed. He dialed. Okay, wait. He was. Okay, he came up to. They're calling a gift shop, but I think that's also like the corner store, sort of like.
Sure.
In UK towns. He dialed. He saw it was on fire. He dialed 999 first, which is that's smart, right? And then he entered the gift shop, and there was apartments above, so they were trapped. They were trapped because they couldn't get down and out, right? And he said he got the fire under control by throwing 320 pints of milk. Oh no, it doesn't say throwing. By using 320 pints of milk. And his quote was, "There was smoke everywhere. I opened the tops of the cartons and shook the milk over the fire. I must have been there 10 minutes, and by the time the firemen arrived, the worst of the flames were out." He says he saved all the people living above.
Okay, so he's kind of like, he's not the kind of guy who's like, well, I would never say that. He's like, no, I saved all those people with the power of milk.
He didn't say he saved. That saving wasn't part of the quote.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was part of, I saved all those people with dairy.
Here's an extended version of his quote. I kicked the door in and started pouring milk everywhere, Leach added. It was hard work opening all those bottles, as they have tamper-proof lids now. It was even harder trying to explain to my boss where the milk had gone.
Once you get voted Milkman of the Year, though, you're luckily you're fireproof at that point.
Of the millennium.
Sorry, millennium. Now wait a minute.
And it was 2002, so that's early in the millennium.
Yeah.
They were like, "Listen, nothing's gonna be better.
Nothing's gonna beat Steve." And this other milkman,
in 1,000 years.
The other milkman is like walking by an orphanage on fire, and he's like, "What's the point?
What's the point?
Not gonna get the Milkman of the Millennium Award." Walks by.
Wow.
Yeah, I was wondering, Rydesh. It's not a bad fact. I mean, milk is not the most surprising thing you could put a fire out with, but I think you could phrase that question in a way that it was funny and surprising.
This other so now I'm reading like several versions of the story from these different articles, and one article says that he likely saved 7 other stores that were connected to it.
Wow. I guess a convenience store is much easier to clean out of a milk smell than a family home.
Yeah. My memory of it was at a house, which would have been crazy.
Hopefully no carpet in that convenience store.
Yeah.
Also, if it's, there's probably been milk all over the floor in there many times.
Yeah.
It's a shop. Wow.
Ooh, this one article does mention that the milk then sort of burns, and that did not smell good.
I imagine not. Yeah, that doesn't seem good at all.
Afterwards, he carried on with his round. We only heard about it when he filed a report about the missing 320 pints to his boss.
How'd your rounds go? Pretty good. I was a couple pints short.
Man.
What are the odds that something even crazier happened and he had to make this up? He's like,
yeah, that's fair.
A genie came and fought me, and I lost a bet with the devil, and I had to give him all my milk. So I had to make up a story.
So what are you gonna do?
Wow, that's wild. Well, that might be a good one.
It was the store sold magpies, by the way, in Redruth, Cornwall.
What's a magpie? I mean, other than the bird.
I don't know. It's lowercase magpies.
Magpies. I'm sure it's some kind of like colloquial thing. It's like it means cigarettes or something. We don't know.
Yeah.
Wow. The Fire Nation attacked. That's right. No, they'll never believe that again. I used that excuse last week. I said the Fire Nation attacked. They're like, listen, he's Milkman of the Millennium. We gave it to him so he would stop throwing milk around. Like, fine, you win. You did it. Now, can you stop wasting the milk? Oh, Rydesh says magnetic pies. That makes sense.
Oh, of course.
Magnetic pies.
This one article wants to just do due diligence and say, now this was not a grease fire. It's important to remember that a grease fire would have caused much further damage if you tried to douse it in milk.
Yes, okay. He got lucky there, or maybe he used his milk
He
senses
got lucky.
to know. Wow. How dare he? Thank you, Zach. Zach's like, well, I got one. I know I've got one.
Oh, wow. All right.
Indeed. Well,
right. Steve Leach.
Steve Leach, good American hero.
This
from
one's
the UK.
for you.
This one's for you.
What was the thing I was gonna say when I cheers now? Howdy doody. What was it?
Were you gonna say yeah we diddy?
Yeah we diddy, everyone. Yeah we diddy.
Yeah we diddy. Thanks everybody for hanging out. As always, we really appreciate it, and it's so fun to see all your lovely virtual faces.
No.
I'm having fun with Poirot. I do agree that it's getting a little mind map heavy, but we're getting more and more stuff is happening quicker and quicker, and I'm excited about the story aspect of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Howdy Boingo. It's now in canon as Howdy Boingo. Okay. I don't care what the truth was.
Fair enough. It doesn't matter. It'll be Blorpo by next time.
Give the people what they want.
All right. Good night, everybody. Happy Friday.
Good night. Happy Friday.